What do you just have like a joke book that you read out of?
I have one in my brain.
We're entering Eric's mind, Chicken's mind palace.
Mm-hmm.
It's all joke books. The entire
Mm-hmm.
library. It's joke books.
This is gonna be my boggart.
Not Eric.
A
Chicken.
lot of it's
Chicken is your
joke
boggart.
books. Some of it is history trivia, and most of what remains is trying to get me to clean my room.
Someday I'm gonna have a boggart that's like funny, you know?
Monday night.
Like, oh yeah, I guess yeah. Yeah, that'll do.
Oh, like
That'll
be afraid
do,
of
pig.
squirrels or something.
Why specifically squirrels?
I don't know.
That was so fast.
He's
Are you scared of
projecting.
squirrels?
I'm
Hey,
not
question.
projecting.
Dylan's
How many
projecting.
squirrels?
How many mice does it take to screw in a light bulb?
7.
Just 2, but it's getting them in the light bulb that's the hard part.
Let's begin. Hi there, everybody. Welcome to Magical Mysterium for Saturday nights. We are continuing session 4, which is an important session for multiple reasons. We have begun quite a few different classes this year. Looks like Hufflepuff has -5 house points, so that's fun. Guess we'll see how that goes. Last time,
Nice guys finished last.
how did we lose house points, huh? It's a good question. Trying to figure out what exactly we completed, if any, classes. Believe we did.
Not transfiguration.
I think
No.
we did DDA, didn't we?
We wouldn't have. Oh yes, we did. DA. We did DADA. We started herbology. Yeah, with the mandrakes. I remember that.
I think someone knocked at your door, hon.
No, there's just banging going on upstairs.
Gotcha.
And apparently we have a couple of body snatchers among us.
Oh, my crisp isn't on. I'll turn the crisp on. That'll help. We did History of Magic. I'm aware of that. Definitely. And I don't think we ended up getting to potions.
Nothing after
Yeah.
History of Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but the bigger thing that happened last time, because we kind of ended on a cliffhanger, was Gwyn left his. Oh, Gwyn and Cassandra switched bodies.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That was a little prank that Wilfred pulled on you guys, but hopefully he's gonna help something. You guys lived the day as each other, and after History of Magic, when Gwyn stormed out and Cassandra went after her, Gemma also appeared. She caught Gwyn on the bridge nearby, and she thanked Cassandra for her help and started approaching Gwyn, yelling at her about how mean she's been to her and that she's going to pay. That is where we left off last time, with Gwyn currently like careening a bit over the ledge. So, you can hear the sound of rushing water. A A waterfall far, far below you empties out into the black lake and kicks up mist like particles of water that shoot out into the air around you. So I'm getting a mute chat because I just got a blub blub. I don't like those. Hopefully I fixed it. Gwen, you can feel as your feet get rooted down into the floor. You try to hold on to the railing nearby, and Gemma approaches with her wand drawn. And now you're gonna pay, she says, pointing out toward Gwyn. But of course. Oh, did we put it correctly? We did. Cool, Cat, Gwyn, great. So pointing out toward Gwyn, Dylan, you are in the back there. You can see her doing this, and you feel something from deep, deep in your gut. Something like crackling fury, like a fire that is burning within you, and this deep frustration and panic sets in. And I'm going to ask you both to send me in your hidden what you try to do.
Mhm.
We will see how that scene plays out.
You said I'm feeling angry.
You feel frustration, yeah. Frustration and a panic because you see both yourself and Cassandra, who is about to be attacked. I'm excited to see what happens. I'm sure many of the rest of you are. Oh, I got one answer.
I wish I had some better music to go on than just the most recent track in the music channel.
Okay. Okay. So Gemma approaches, begins to get closer toward Gwyn. And Gwyn, in like a little panic, you put up your wand, Petrificus Tope! And you can hear Gemma yell out at the same time. And the railing behind you gives out, stones falling far below. Nearly fall over, the spell shooting off, and Cassandra, in that panic, as you pull out your wand and try to cast Petrificus Totalis, second. Try to cast Petrificus Totalis. There's a dark black spell that is beginning to swirl around your wand, culminating at the tip of it, and you flick it out, and you watch as a dark ichor shoots out of your chest, out of your arm, and out of your hand, and flies over toward Gemma. It nearly picks her up and vaults her into the air as Gwyn begins to careen off the side of the the bridge. Gemma grabs onto her, a hand grasping onto Gwyn's robes, and Cassandra, you leap forward, grabbing onto Gwyn's leg. Or you try to. I want you to please make me a dexterity saving throw.
I'm using Cassandra stats, right?
Yeah.
What's your bonus?
It's a +2.
Okay.
By the way, because I was too loud earlier, she cast out a Bombarda.
Who,
Okay.
Cassandra did? Or, oh, no.
No,
Gwen-
Gemma.
Gemma did.
Oh, wow. 17.
17.
I yell. I think I would yell Cassandra's name as I try to catch her.
Cassandra! You leap forward, skidding on the ground, and grab onto Cassandra's hand as you look at yourself dangling over the precipice below.
Gemma's grabbed onto my ropes, yeah.
Onto you, yeah.
You don't have good strength, do you?
No, Gwen, -3 modifier.
Okay. Okay.
Gemma's going to try to climb you.
Yeah.
That is, oh my gosh, a 19 athletics check. She's beginning to climb up
She's
your
scrambling
side. Cassandra, you can feel kind of the shifting of weight. And Cassandra, I want you to make me a strength save now.
This is with your stats. Dylan.
With my stats? Sorry?
Because I'm the one making strength. I think.
Oh, okay. So, sure.
What's your modifier?
Oh, sorry. -3. Sorry, I got so confused
Thank
there
you.
for a second.
-3. 12.
Yeah, you're able to hold on. Out of my way! Gemma's able to grasp onto the side of the bridge, pull herself up. She's on her ass there, looking at the two of you. She stands up and looks like a little worried for a second, and then I think she realizes how dangerous this actually is, and grabs onto Gwyn with you, Cassandra, and pulls her up to the front, all of you guys slamming onto the stonework around you.
Try to kill me?
Yeah, Cassandra gets up and says, "What were you doing, Gemma?"
You want to go over the side too? She points her wand toward you. What's
Gwen-
that? Huh?
Cassandra's like she's raging right now. I don't know how it feels inside of her, but she's like going to pull out her wand again.
If I see that, can I grab for Cassandra's wand?
Yeah, you can like grab onto Cassandra there. What do you say
No.
to her as you grab onto her?
Gemma, get out of here before anything happens. You saw what happened.
She does seem a little bit shaken out of everything. She holds a wand in her hand and is shaking right now.
I think
Don't mess with me
Before
anymore!
Something else happens.
She runs off.
I think
And I'm gonna try to hold Dylan down.
I think Cassandra is like shaking and she's saying she needs to be punished. This is what
Stop.
she does to me all the time.
Stop.
How do you normally calm down, Kat, when you get like this?
I think she isolates.
Okay.
So she's gotta be. We
help
gotta get out of
Dylan
here.
here.
Find a place. Here, I'm gonna grab her by the arm and just drag her. I know where a secret passage is. I'm gonna throw him in there.
I just go along with it.
Cassandra takes you to a quiet, small, confined space, places you there, and kind of leans on the wall next to it, looks around, and you can hear the bell go above. Your class is ending for the day. You have like 30 minutes until, actually, I think 15 minutes until potions class. So you have some time. You can hear
Gotta-
students starting to go through around the halls, but you guys are off on the side.
Just deep breaths, okay?
I'd like to think she's like stewing in her anger right now. She's trying to calm down, but I think it's really hard.
Don't think about it. Just move on. Thinking about is how you hurt people. How I hurt people.
I think she tries to think like what makes you happy, and she'll pat her like body, looking for like one of the snakes on her.
Not so hard.
One. What one does Dylan find, Cat?
I think the one that she keeps on her the most is Nidhogg. Just the little hog nose.
Hmm. So you find that one, and it pulls out. There was a lot of yelling. Cassandra, like Dylan, you hear this.
I think Cassandra Gwyn, I'll just say Dylan's eyes go wide.
Uh-huh.
You always tell me you can talk to these snakes, and I wasn't sure if I believed you, but it's talking.
Yeah, of course it's talking.
Your heart is beating fast. It's very warm. It says it begins to like curl up around your neckline. They like warmth.
I like pet it. She doesn't really know how to treat snakes, and says, "Oh, thank you, Big Hog." And then I'll look at Cat and say, why is it so hard to control my emotions? I'm not normally like this."
I'm not entirely sure, but it's something to do with the magic that I have.
When I tried to stop Gemma, I felt a rage that I've never felt before. I don't even know what I did to her. I don't know how I did that.
I think Wynn's face is sort of like half open, like trying to figure out how to process to explain what she's trying to say. But I think she fails quite a bit. So it's just that's sort of my baseline. And it's not pleasant.
I have been awful to you. I didn't realize this is what you go through every day. I'm
Apparently,
so sorry.
You have people who want to kill you, so that's new. They're like our age. Why would they want to kill someone?
She starts to get mad again, but she like calms herself. I don't know. I just don't know.
You know, you're normally so good at making friends.
I'm really not. I'm not confident at all. I just fake it. People seem to buy it most times.
Yeah, that's sort of what I mean. Like, you have a good forward-facing whatever you have. I can't hear what Nidhogg's saying anymore.
I go to pet him. I'll say, "You're a really sweet snake." To Nick up to the snake.
I'm not sure he has a response for you. He's more so just enjoying the body warmth.
He's not saying much. I heard him speak once, but that was it.
Okay.
class is going to be beginning soon.
We should get to potions.
Yeah, let's not give each other more teas today, please. Grades are something I really care about.
Okay.
I'll try my best for you,
Just-
and I hope you try your best for me.
Don't act like a bitch.
She'll look down and kind of smile. Okay, I'll do my best.
If someone bothers you, just get my attention. I know how to process you. Me.
Okay,
I
how
hate
about-
this. I hate this so much.
Let's partner up in potions, and if anybody tries to talk to me, you can just speak up.
Okay.
And our scene transitions. As people are heading down the stairs, Theo is taking a long walk to potions class. Sidling up next to you in the stairwell is Brett. Hey, Theo! Almost missed you in class there.
Hey.
I fell asleep for like 15 minutes and
Cool.
suddenly came to. How you been?
It's okay. I get it. I mean, good. History of magic is kind of boring. But it's just like,
Tell me about
how do I
it.
say this? I have had a lot of training. My mom talks like a lot, and so if I don't sit there and listen and then engage with whatever story she has to tell me, uh, I kind of get hit over the head. So I've had a lot of practice. But how about you?
Me? I'm more worried about potions class right now. I was hoping that we could partner up.
I'm good. Let's do it.
Oh, really? Great.
Yeah. What, are you
I've
not
been
good at
having
potions or
this
something?
weird thing happening lately. I'm not the
What?
best. People have been like, a lot of the time, just forgetting my name. I don't even know why. Drusilla just like it she couldn't bring it to mind. I'm kind of wondering if I'm cursed or something. Is that like a thing
What?
that happens
Isn't
a
it?
whole lot at Hogwarts?
I mean, it could. I mean, your name's what? Roderick?
Oh no, you too.
Nah, just kidding. I know your name, Brett.
Oh. You could write gullible on the ceiling, and I believe it's there. Or wait, that's not how that works.
Don't worry, it happened to me. My first year, someone told me I was gonna die on what do you call it, in this sorting hat ceremony, and apparently I didn't die. So who knows? I did
Who
believe
told
them,
you
but
you were gonna die?
don't worry about it. It's a secret. It never happened.
Is that to Momo? Feels like a thing to Momo would do.
You're getting warmer.
Warmer?
Yes,
So one of the Slytherins?
you're getting warmer.
Rhiannon.
Cold.
Damn it. You guys walk
I'll
out
tell you
into
later.
potions class together.
Mhm.
And passing by, we see a little snapshot of a nearby location. It's just down the hall, but okay, I need to explain this a little bit better. You head down the hall and there's like a T intersection. You guys turn right. Our camera turns left, and down the hall a little ways away, you can see Rhiannon and Nolan and Evelyn. Evelyn, do you want one too, or? You can see Nolan in front of you laying on this little bed of nice grass. It's like an underground courtyard down here, and he's got his tarot cards out.
I mean, divination doesn't really mean anything. Usually it's a pseudoscience, but sure.
Well, I mean, it's not science at all. It's a magic.
Magic is technically, by definition, a source of science. if you're
He looks
studying
at Rhiannon.
Just listen to her and tell her she's pretty. That's what I do all the time.
I think that might be a little bit of an empty compliment from me.
Oh, well, that only works with Rhiannon because I'm hopelessly in love with her.
It is true.
It's a cross I must bear.
All right. Let's see, Rhiannon. Let's see. He begins to shuffle his deck. And he pulls out the first of his cards. Your past. This is the Hanged Man. 1 second. Here we are. And it is reversed for the Hanged Man. Eesh. Looks like you had a really dull childhood. A lot of stalling and long sighs. Delays. The delays of somebody close to you. Maybe someone who didn't want to meet or couldn't. I'm not sure. You're present. He pulls out. Sorry. He pulls out the Chariot upright. Well, that's good. Looks like right now you're on the track for success. There's action that you're taking, determination, and a will that pulls that chariot along. You're in control, or at least you feel like you are. It's a good place to be. And your future is he pulls out the devil. Interesting.
Spooky.
It's not calling you a devil. The devil's more about the release of inhibitions, of the things that hold you back, and whether that can be a good thing or a bad thing. Looks like in this regard, it warns you about giving in to temptation for too long. It'll lead you down a path of power, but not one that'll be satisfying to you.
Evelyn, I think, in this has been just barely looking up from whatever book she's been reading, and she kind of snaps her book shut. I will make sure to follow the advice that some paper cards give me. It's very smart, very logical.
Evelyn, this isn't about logic. It's about feeling and listening to the cosmos.
Oh, yes, I am always listening.
What, you
Tuned
don't
into
believe
that
that there's
frequency.
other things out there? Things that could perhaps know more than you?
What, like God?
No, like the universe, you know? Whatever. He starts shuffling
Well,
the cards,
as
putting
much
them
as I
away.
do appreciate the reading, my dear, I will have to say that I don't interpret my past very much like the Hanged Man.
But that was that your card? For the past? Yeah, it was. No. Yeah, it was. Hangman reverse. Oh, I'm still getting the hang of this. You're actually the fifth. One, two, three. Yeah, fifth one of them.
Who are you out here giving tarot card readings to before me?
Morgan thought that if he knew more about the future, that he might be able to place a good bet.
And you're doing this for free? Harlot?
Well, what? Do you think I should be scamming people out of their money like those people out in Diagon?
I mean, if you're going to do it, you've gotta do it.
It rolls his head and closes his little book there. We got potions class.
Oh, would you like to partner up for that one?
Actually, I already promised a friend.
You see Rhiannon's eye twitch. Which friend?
I'm partnering up with Wilfred.
Gotcha. Mhm.
Okay.
Maybe Slughorn will allow thruples.
He starts gathering his bag. You two should go together.
Evelyn just like raises an eyebrow at Rhiannon.
That may or may not happen. I hear that some Slytherins prefer the color red to green.
I'm gonna try not to read into that.
I think that is a great idea, Nolan. We should go to class.
It's class. Evelyn, as you're walking down the hall, you can see currently Tamamo with a bag over her right shoulder and walking through the hallway and kind of intersecting with you. Tamamo, what is something interesting? Maybe something you have in your hand, something you're reading, something you're fiddling with, something you're wearing.
See, I think she's doing cat's cradle with her hands right now. Some string.
What the fuck is that?
You don't know cat's cradle?
No.
Hold on.
How do you not know what cat's cradle is?
I don't know it by that.
Brooke was an
name.
iPad child. Okay.
No, I don't know it by that specific
So-
name. Things have regional
It's
names,
iPad
dumbass.
kid.
It's
Wow.
sometimes like string or something.
I think
that
I
you,
know
like,
more than
weave
about
between your
Cat's Cradle
fingers.
than you.
To make like little designs and stuff.
Oh, spider's web.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mamo, you just finished on a little design, and what have you created?
Let's see. She has made probably just a bunch of like triangles, like a more of a triangular design. I would say it's just filled with them. She kind
A
of
sort of like
twists it.
Triforce.
Yeah.
Fascinating artwork.
I do consider myself a bit of an artist.
Are you thinking about going into imbuement next?
Wouldn't that be interesting?
I wouldn't put it past you.
See me sitting in some workshop, dawdling away my life.
Hey,
Maybe
Tamamo.
not for the sake of common good, but definitely for the sake of chaos.
Hey, Tamamo. Coming to potions class? No one asks.
just happen to be headed in that direction, good friend. Are you?
No, I thought that I'd go wander the castle today. Maybe
A
get
much more
lost.
enjoyable time, I imagine.
Some potions classes. The last one I had, my potion blew up in my face, so that's fun.
We'll
When do
put
we
a
get to
damper.
drop core classes again?
Believe. What is it? 4th year?
Oh,
Didn't
okay.
take you
So
for a quitter.
just 2 years away. There's just a few classes that can be kind of hard for me. Or they could be a little bit more accommodating, that'd be better, but I don't think that's really the forte of Hogwarts school.
You should put in a complaint.
Bold of you to
Make a
assume I
big deal of
haven't.
it.
There's only so many times that you can actually pull the blind card.
You should publicize it more.
You think I should get a sign
Yeah,
on my
start
back?
wearing those sunglasses.
We've been trying to put signs on your back for a while now. It doesn't seem to work.
You could be like the 3 blind mice.
It's because I used impervious after primary school. Do you know that impervious stops apoximizes?
Does it now?
Word to the wise, he says, like patting his nose, and heads into the potions class at the end of the hall.
On his
Inside,
back is a little piece of paper that's stuck to his robes with bubble gum, and it just says blind on it. Can stop apoximizes, but it can't stop gum.
Innovative.
Genius.
It's the classics that I appreciate.
he sits down next to Wilfred nearby. Hey, buddy. Hey, you actually made it. And the two of them sit together. You guys look in, and you can see nearby Theo and Brett, and they're sitting together at a table. And Eric, who are you sitting with?
I think I'll do my usual and sit with Billy if she doesn't mind.
Yeah, totally. I mean, she's not
Alright.
exactly the best at this class, so any help she can get is the better.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Evelyn, who are you gonna go find?
I am still trying to figure that out myself. Can you ask someone else?
Absolutely. Tamamo! Who are you gonna go find? Are you gonna sit with Rhiannon?
I'll sit with Rhiannon if she wants to.
Rhiannon?
I was trying to figure out who I was sitting with, because I wanted to give Brooke the free space to choose. So if no one, if
We have the Canadian standoff. Everyone's trying to hold open the door.
mhm.
I'm grabbing Darcy. There.
Okay.
My voice.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Just blame it on the connection issues. It's all good.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
smarts.
convection, connection.
Oh,
Mhm.
crazy.
Confection issues.
Confection.
I did not say that. I hate it here. I get no respect.
0.
None.
No regrets.
Ever since Draco.
But yeah, I'll sit with Mamo. This is gonna be a really bad class.
Evelyn, you move over and sit next to Darcy, who's currently trying to read a nearby recipe. Wait, what the hell is a fooper?
It's a bird.
What? Well, Oh, that makes more sense. It says Fooper thigh.
I'm sorry, it says what?
Fooper thigh, that's one of the
Oh,
ingredients.
odd,
It's-
unless you're making fried flooper.
I wish potions class was more like cooking class. I could make a really good salmon. You'd enjoy it.
I don't know, I'm quite picky.
I also know how to prepare chicken in like 50 different ways. So
Chicken farm, right?
yes, but because of that, I don't often eat chicken for multiple reasons.
Yeah, I feel like it would be a bit awkward to have to raise it and then to like bring
That you get
us.
used to. It's more so about, it gets the taste gets old really fast when you have it like all the time.
Well, maybe, but have you tried making it different ways? It's much better if you don't just grill it.
Oh, what do you suggest?
I'm not good at cooking. Usually my parents do the cooking. Have you rotisserie, I guess? That's a
Never
helpful
change,
method of
Evelyn.
cooking.
Never change.
I will not be doing so. Thank you for the consideration.
Nearby, Eric, Billy is looking down at the potion recipe that she wants to get started, and she is starting to. She doesn't have her ingredients yet, but she's like taking out. Okay, we have a third vial. There's my third vial, and a single silver teaspoon. Do you see the silver teaspoon? I have a wooden one here.
Do I have a silver teaspoon?
So when it comes to little things like this, Eric, you can just decide.
Okay, I got you. And Eric is putting away a book that he had kind of been reading, and he just rummages around in his bag for a minute and says, hold on. It's around here. Right, here we go. Right. And he hands one over.
How do you always have everything in that bag of yours?
It's,
Last week I had a sneezing fit and you pulled out a whole box of tissues.
it's, I know it's an overused phrase, but I think it's a gift. It's, I just have a way of knowing what'll be handy. Just between you and me and the cauldron, I think I've got the gift of the inner eye.
Oh, really now? You're going to become a diviner.
I'd like nothing better now that you mention it.
See the future and the past. Yeah. I
And the
didn't
present,
quite.
why not? And
I never quite got into all that stuff. My mother, she says it's a crock crock of dung.
well, she's a lot more polite tongued than my mother.
Oh, I'm not so sure about that. I more so censored for her. I'm not sure she would use the word dung.
Well, I would tell you what my mother says, but it probably wouldn't mean much if you don't speak Norwegian.
Actually, after last year, I've I read up a little bit on Bokmal.
Oh, really?
It's interesting language, kind of bouncy.
Back home, there's kind of a joke that there's just one Scandinavian language, but the problem is the Danes can't write, the Swedes can't listen, and the Norwegians can't speak.
No, I don't think that's at all. She says, a little smile.
Oh, take a tour around Denmark someday, you'll see what I mean. You won't have a clue what anybody's on about.
She says, Might I try a little bit with you?
Oh, absolutely, go ahead. But on one condition, you've got to teach me a little bit of Gaelic afterwards.
I'm not sure we have time for that. Sometime. Why not? You could talk to Juniper as well. She speaks Gaelic.
Well, I'll keep that in mind.
Right. Hi. Jij Billy. Jij elsker toiletter. And you're like, hi, I am Billy. I love toilets. Take it?
What were you going for?
I said that introduced myself. I said that I love toast.
You actually introduced yourself and asked where the bathroom is.
Oh, it's a bit embarrassing. It was just a little bit of time.
Oh, don't worry about it. Let me do something real quick. I love toast would be Jag älskar toast.
And you and her are going to go all over that for a little bit.
Language lessons, gotta love them.
Cassandra and Gwyn enter into the classroom, and Gwyn, you can see Gemma on the farthest side, currently sitting with Taylor. She's like talking with her, and then notices you come in and stops speaking for a moment, but then just looks away as if absolutely nothing has happened.
I'm gonna look back to Dylan. Do you want me to head that off when we come back to normal?
What do you mean?
Talk to her about it?
I was.
So that it's not your emotional reaction?
That might be a good idea.
Okay.
I would appreciate that if that's something you would like to do.
Yeah, just sit down back here in the corner. Just try not to let anyone bother you. If they do, just go silent.
Sorry. Welcome to Potions, everyone! You can hear kind of call out over the rest of the group, cutting off people's conversations and stuff. Today we're going to be doing a bit of personal work. You'll get to take home whatever you make. So, unless we're throwing it in the trash, you might actually learn something properly today. Pick a potion from the available list, and we will begin. And everybody this period gets to pick a potion of their choice to make. Now, you get to pick from the potions list in the reference channel. So reference category, M&M reference, go down to potions. You have the available ones from last year. First year was Antidote to Common Poisons, Blemish Blitzer, Confusing Concoction, Forgetfulness Potion, and Herbicide Potion. And this year you have available Doxycide, Dreamless Sleep Potion, Elixir to Induce Euphoria, Sleeping Draught, and the Swelling Solution.
May I ask a question?
Yep.
What is the difference between Dreamless Sleep Potion and Sleeping Draught?
Totally. So one is more utility, and the other one is offensive, basically. So the Dreamless Sleep Potion is something that you drink. It immediately puts you to sleep, and as long as you can sleep for 4 hours, you get the effects of a long rest. But
cool.
You can wake up before that time, and it can be wasted. Now, it also stops dreams, obviously. The sleeping draught specifically puts somebody to sleep, and they. Oh, I'm gonna get the exact things on it, just so I don't fuck it up. Potions.
I'm gonna give Dreamless Sleep Potion a try.
Sure.
I got mine.
Sleeping draught. When you drink this potion, you fall unconscious into a deep sleep, and you can't be awoken by any means for 1 hour. And then after that, you just sleep as long as you normally would.
Okay.
Evelyn.
I got a 10 for an elixir of euphoria.
A 10?
Yes.
That is a regular elixir to induce euphoria.
Someone please save me.
I'm
I
out
got
of
Oh, hold on.
13.
What's- Oh. Go ahead. Take a subscriber.
Thank you.
Subscribees.
Mamo, I didn't get your history of magic
Subscribe.
check last episode.
Fine, I'll
Uh,
take a 9.
Could I get your con save?
yeah, I believe I rolled it.
Just have a question mark here by your name in history of magic.
I think History of Magic might have been the last class that we did, and I think you left early, Sikrin.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, no, I don't think you rolled that. If
Okay.
I'm remembering correctly.
Okay, here it goes then. History, and it's the con save.
Con save.
Yes.
15.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Who else is ready?
I am.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
did mine.
Sikrin, go ahead.
I got a 19 for a sleeping draught.
Okay, that is... Are you proficient?
I am not.
Okay, so that is going to be a regular sleeping draught. You're able to put someone to sleep for 1 hour. And
Oh,
they can't be... Well, you could... Like, this is actually a really easy way to kill somebody. You put them to sleep, and then just bash their head in with a brick. You know?
Yep.
Mhm.
Or you can just
Very
grab
And that's
easy.
exactly what the Slytherin girls are planning.
What? Don't tell him, bro.
I mean, he guessed it.
Okay.
We want the
but-
extra
Profit.
beds.
I'm a pro.
We want the extra beds in the Slytherin common room.
Yeah.
Theo.
Theo got a 12 for a sleeping draught.
Okay, so you also get a regular sleeping draught. Okay. Gwyn.
I got a 9 for a dreamless sleep.
So you put down Gwyn's class grade to a P.
I tried my best. Okay.
And sorry, what were you trying to make?
Dreamless sleep.
Okay, you create a flawed dreamless sleep. It gives you a long rest after 6 hours. You only get 2 hours more.
Do any of these potions have shelf lives?
Not at all.
No. There have been moments within campaigns where a potion that was made in first year was used in 7th year. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Several times. Save everything, even if it's ruined.
Mm-hmm.
The boy has
Big.
arrived.
Big.
So, Fergus, there was the TPK. We're all gonna make new characters.
Well, what are you talking about? You got that? No, what? We? You speak in French?
Oui. Make the potion, Nick. Potion of your choice from the first and second year potions list,
Oh,
or
you
any available.
All right. Well, I'll make both my potions too, because I also have to make one for my class.
So yeah, you get 2.
First and second year? Fuck. Why am I looking at 6th year shit? That's crazy.
Because you're making 2 potions because of your whole class. You have to tell me which one is for class specifically.
For class, we'll make which one is Dreamless Sleep that you use to fucking beat?
Yep.
History of Magic, right? Yeah, I'll make that for class.
Oh no, you don't know. You don't beat History of Magic with that. You need Wide Eye to beat History of Magic, and that's not normally available.
All right. Well, then we will make a spelling solution for people because sometimes people need spelling solution.
Okay, so that one will be your class grade, and then make another one. Your own volition.
Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. Some people did dumb shit, and I had to fix it. I was not
Okay.
happy
That makes
about
sense. That's what I thought.
Mhm.
people keep falling out their fucking racks and getting black eyes, and I just am like, oh yeah, no, it's totally. I can get out of. I wasn't playing anything.
I'm not doing anything.
That's a
Not at all.
26 for swelling solution.
Okay. Where are you? Fergus, swelling solution 26. Cool, you get to keep that O. And that is an exceptional swelling solution, meaning it will last longer.
Nice. We'll make Starcraft Salve as my actual like potion.
Cool. I believe the regular swelling solution lasts not that long. Trying to find it. Damn it. There.
Aw.
It lasts for 1d4 hours, so yours is 1d4 plus 2 hours.
Nice. It's a good thing I didn't make Stargrass Salve per class because I got 17, so I'm pretty sure that's a regular.
Now we'll do 1d4 plus 4.
1d4 plus 4?
Yeah.
One,
So it can be up to 8 hours and a minimum of 5 hours.
Oh, that's what it is. I thought that's what I had to roll that right there. I apologize.
Oh, no. Once it's drank, then you have to do that.
Okay.
Cassandra.
Sorry, forgot who I was playing for a second. 11 for a Euphoria potion.
Ooh, you put down Cassandra's O.
Good.
Yeah,
She
I
put
got
down your
really lucky
grade.
the
You put
first
down her
time.
grade.
If I'm remembering correctly, this is the first semester, so it's not like we're putting down grades, we're establishing grades.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Right. So far it's been just fine on that front, but Cassandra, what did you get again?
11.
Okay, quite a bit. So yeah, you pass, you get a regular potion for you. Do you need what yours does?
Yes, please.
Yeah, which one were you doing?
Euphoria.
Euphoria. Oh, that one's fun. Okay, with a regular Euphoria potion. When you drink this potion, your emotions are overpowered with a sudden, inexplicable happiness, with the side effects of spontaneous singing. You gain resistance to psychic damage for 1 hour, and for the duration you have disadvantage on stealth, intimidation, and deception checks.
Thank you.
Okay. Eric.
I got a 15 to make a dreamless sleep potion.
You got a regular dreamless sleep potion, so just like we were talking about. You drink it, you
Yeah.
fall asleep, 4 hours goes by, you get a long rest, which basically means that you can kind of
Pull an all-nighter.
you can pull an all-nighter way easier or something like that.
Nice.
Okay. Rhiannon.
That'll be a 27 for Liquid Darkness.
Woo! Okay, that's an exceptional liquid darkness. It has an extra 5-foot radius on it when it gets thrown down, and it lasts for a little bit longer. Ben Rhiannon, as you're working on your potion, sitting there with Tamamo, you notice somebody looking over their shoulder toward Rhiannon, and then when notices that you see, kind of like looks away for a minute. You see Levi.
She kind of like smirks slightly as she kind of narrows her gaze at Levi.
You see him look over his shoulder like, is she still staring at me? Yes, she is. You see him grimace for a moment and suddenly stand up. You were not expecting that. He has something gripped in one hand and comes over toward your table.
Something we can help you with?
I don't want to be too loud about all this. But, can I talk to Rhiannon for a minute, please?
And she'll look over to Rhiannon.
Rhiannon like stops what she is writing down and kind of turns and looks around. Oh.
Rhiannon, I think you're really cool, you know? I think you're a very strong personality, but I don't think that we're going to work.
Rhiannon,
I'm
Rhiannon's
very
eyebrows
flattered.
getting progressively more up.
And I don't want to hurt your feelings. You know, we can still be friends.
Levi, what
No,
a great
it's
time it is
it's
for me
okay.
to ask what the hell it is you're talking about.
I'm sorry?
What are you saying to me right now?
Oh, I do believe he is
Oh, I get what's
rejecting
happening.
you.
No, yeah, it's okay. The message has been sent, so it's all right.
Levi, I have and never will and have never had any inkling or intention. Did someone talk to you about this? Did you have like a bad dream? Do we need to go to someone?
Levi
That's
turns
selfish.
and looks at Tamamo like, this is a little pathetic. You know, he just kind of like taps the table. I'll
Oh dear.
Not
I'll
the
see you in the
read.
common room.
Oh, poor
Okay?
girl.
You don't have to worry
No.
about any kind of awkwardness. I assure you. Have a good day. He walks off.
Are you going to be okay? There's this biggest smug grin on Tamamo's face.
She like is completely baffled. Her mouth is like open and she is genuinely trying to process. And then she whips around. This isn't one of yours.
No.
Nearby, Theo. You notice
Theo,
this.
yeah. Theo clocked at the moment. He saw like the tap and like the what do you call it? The whole conversation essentially, and he is talking to Beb, but trying to hold a smile on his face as he is just like, yes, my plan worked, and he's just dying over there in the corner.
Make a charisma save.
Of course. 15.
15. Okay, you're able to hold yourself together. So much so that it continues Rhiannon's confusion as to why Levi would be rejecting her.
I like to think that Levi's limp wrist, is like a don't ask, don't tell thing in Slytherin right now. Which only makes this more confusing.
It's like she's like trying to think. She's like, I know that the ones I like aren't exactly the most masculine, but I think she should be done a little bit more credit.
Yeah.
She would be interested in Levi.
Levi's just getting roasted out here.
She can
And
understand Logan. She can understand like even Brett, but Levi.
as class continues on, there is one event that happens through it. So everyone's working on their potions, bubbling. Some people are even starting to cork their own little vials there, bringing them up to Professor Slughorn. There is a shattering noise. Oh! Oh no! Nolan is covered in what looks to be like thick red blood. It's not yours, is it, boy? Slughorn says, having walked by and noticed. No, it's salamander blood. Oh, dear. He looks like he's about to throw up. To the bathroom. Clean it up, please, if you will. Yeah, sure. Nolan steps up and kind of like limply walks out of the room. I'll go with him, Wilfred says. He gets up. I can handle it myself, Will. And Nolan goes, leaving class. He doesn't return for a while. He returns much, much later, almost near the end of class, with most of his robes cleaned off and himself very wet. And the bell rings for the end of day. Oh, so that time already? Well, I'll best be off to your common rooms. I don't want to see any of you out past curfew.
Never.
Never.
And
Wow,
people start to
they're growing up so
filter out.
fast. Not going out curfew or following the rules.
Can I grab Gemma before we split ways?
That's gonna be a dangerous debacle.
I'm doing it in front of the room if I can.
What? I'm gonna make an insight check. Gemma would see you coming.
Okay.
Okay. What do you look like? What kind of demeanor do you have?
Serious but not confrontational.
Gemma comes off, and as she's walking past you, she says, "Go for a morning flight recently."
We need to talk about that.
She rolls her eyes. I wasn't trying to hurt you, okay? I just wanted to scare
Just
you, and it
put me
got
in
a
a
little out of
very
hand.
dangerous place, and I could have died.
Oh my gosh, you wouldn't have died. You fell into the water, same as me.
It's a long drop.
Would have served you right. Your weird friend wouldn't have gotten in the way.
She's not weird. She
She's
just has
plenty weird.
issues.
Oh, please. She barely talks to anybody in our year, and on top of that, I hear her talking to her snakes. Did you know that she keeps like 50 of them?
We're not talking about her right now. We're talking about the connection between both of us.
The connection.
Clearly,
Yeah.
it bothers you enough to try to kill me.
Ugh, still on this again, I did not try to kill you.
Just seriously, Mame.
I'll insight check a Gemma real quick because we're doing this for the class, right?
I like to think it's slightly private.
We're
you
off
know?
to the side, but it's
But
not like I'm not.
Fergus has observance, so he can
Right,
see.
exactly.
Mhm.
All right. And I'm a nosy bitch. I just want to insight Gemma.
I'm a nosy bitch.
That's what I just want.
I know that's right.
That's what
Yeah,
be like.
that's
Did
accurate.
she? Did they try to kill her? Did Gemma really feel it?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's a natural 20.
Natural 20, absolutely. Gemma
Uh,
wanted to scare her, maybe send her careening over the edge, but she was probably going to cast something to help her on her way down.
So ill intent was had. I will mark that down. My little note.
Now, if you'll excuse me, there's a bed calling my name.
How about we put a limit on what we do next time? I'm all for rivalry.
Funny you thinking that there's rules.
Here I was thinking that we were on the same page. Clearly not.
She leaves.
Yeah. I'll go back to Dylan. Didn't go great. We should probably just head back to our rooms, and hopefully tomorrow it's all back to normal.
I didn't. Was hoping with her nearly killing you or me that maybe she'd feel bad. Doesn't seem to be the case.
I think she's a little too snooty for that. Whatever she does is solid gold, you know?
Makes sense. That's the vibe I've been getting from her. That's why I don't know. I have been obsessively thinking about her, but
It's fine. Don't let her get to you. That's it.
okay.
See if you're in my body tomorrow.
I hope we're in our own bodies tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thank you for talking to her for me, for at least trying.
It's fine.
And Gwen and Cassandra come to a little bit of an understanding with one another. It's the start of hopefully something good. Elsewhere in the classroom, as people are leaving, Billy and Eric, having successfully finished their potions together, are walking through the hallways, and Billy says, "Oh, I almost forgot. I have something for you."
Oh, you didn't have to.
Of course I didn't, but I got one for all of my friends. Meet
Oh, good
me in
point.
Transfigurations class, where we normally sit, and I'll give it to you then.
Well, I suppose I'd better get going then. Are we heading to another class after this, or is it
No,
pretty
it's
much gonna be free?
that's tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll have it ready tomorrow.
All right. I'm looking forward to it. And in the meantime, can I ask your help with something?
Not sure I'm the person to ask for most help with things.
Have you met my friend Wilfred?
Yes, we've been acquainted on a few different occasions. He's not one.
I'll say. He is my idiot friend that got himself into a dumb problem for stupid reasons, and I kind of roped myself into helping him find a solution. So would you mind helping me hit the books back in the library to work out what to do about it?
Curfew for soon, but there's always a Rowena's library.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. I find
I
it
can,
usually has better stuff there anyway.
I can see why he talks so highly of you.
Well, someone's got to take care of him, or else he would have burned a building down by now. And, don't count that time with the chicken coop.
The what?
Don't worry about it. Hey, Wilfred. And he'll nod, like, get over here a second.
Wilfred's a little bit further down the hallway. Dude, I am starving. I need a snack or something. I'm heading to the kitchens.
I don't care. Get over here.
Hey, Mr. Bossy, he says. Goes over to pinch your cheek.
Okay, so the quicker you told Billy everything you told me earlier about the thing that happened, the closer you can get on your way, have a stack, and leave us to solving the problem for you. Sound good?
Are you talking about the whole Gwen Cassandra thing?
Right, that.
Oh, I'm sure that'll sort itself out.
Well, wouldn't you rather know for sure?
I'd rather be able to make my own. How funny would it be? We have like some kind of like big school dance, and I spike the punch bowl.
Okay, you know me
Wilfred,
and how much I'm going to tell you not to do that, but I know you and I know how much you're going to want to do that anyway, so I'm just going to pretend like you didn't say that so I have plausible deniability.
what's this going on with Cassandra and Gwen? They're in each other's bodies. They're what?
I don't know how he slipped them some kind of potion. I don't know how
It was a discontinued one's Weasley Wizard Reese's thing.
And like he said, it may all wind up working itself out on its own, but just in case it doesn't and we need to, I don't know, stab them in the ear with a unicorn horn under the light of a half moon or something, it's probably better to work it out sooner rather than later.
Let's hit the books then.
All right. Wilfred, go on and get lunch. I'll let you know if we find anything.
Muffins, here I come.
And
Tamamo.
he just looks at
Sorry.
Billy and says, I apologize for that and in advance for the rest of this.
You guys stay up late trying to find some kind of thing that can reverse this effect. And Eric, go ahead and make me a herbology check.
May I make it with advantage because Billy is helping me?
Yes.
Okay. 18. I can luck point that if necessary, but I don't think so.
You are able to find a counteractant, something that nullifies different kinds of enchantments, specifically a flower by the name of Molly. Moly.
Do I happen to know if we have the necessary things to brew some of this reactant in the potions room?
Not brew, you just have to eat the flower.
Oh,
and you're
do we
good.
have the flour on the grounds then?
You might have some in the potion storeroom,
All right.
some powdered version of it.
Well, that's a thing to tell Wilfred for later and then wash my hands of the whole thing, so I count that as a win.
Wilfred gets your owl late at night. It's like 2 a.m. Get off me! His owl's like almost attacking him to give him the letter. Ugh. Ollie?
And the note just
Fine.
ends with, I'm going to sleep now. From here on out, it's your problem, Eric. Smiley face.
Later, in the girls' dorm, there is a sudden knock on the door to the girls' dorm. Hey, guys, anybody?
Which girl store?
Your dorm.
Oh yeah.
Hufflepuff. Juniper answers it. Wilfred? How did you make it up the stair? She opens up the door and can see Wilfred has his legs on either side of the wall because it's like a domed how do I explain this? The stairwell is not very wide, so he's able to kind of Spider-Man up between the two walls to not touch the stairs below him.
I fuck with that heavy. Let's go.
Okay, Wilfred.
Really hard. Can I please come in?
Pull him in and then we'll shove him down later.
Juniper grabs onto him, pulls him through. Hey, I heard about your predicament. You too?
You heard about it. You
Yeah.
caused it.
Oh, you know that?
You gave me the potion.
You did it?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. That was. I gave you. I thought I gave you the right potion. It was wrong. It's just a mistake. Either way, I found out from a little birdie told me, like a confidant, my man behind the chair, so to speak, that that all you have to do is snort some of this. It's a small vial with white powder in it.
Why are
It
you
should
giving
be
us
able to put you
drugs?
guys back to normal.
I knew you were
It's not
bad
drugs!
kid, but I didn't think you would be giving us cocaine.
Just snort the white powder!
Fine.
Unless you want to stay like this forever.
No.
Sure. What do I have to lose at this point?
Snort the thing.
Sure.
I do not like the effect you have on others, Wilfred. Noted. And you guys take some, and he takes the rest back, and he's like, now to put this back in the potion store cupboard where Slughorn won't notice it was missing. Woo! As he goes down the stairs, the slide.
Can I roll a perception against Wilfred's passive to act like my dad to see if I can catch him?
You're
Oh,
not
like
in
back
the
in the-
Hufflepuff common room.
This is the Hufflepuff.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
he has to go back.
But
to
he
the
has to
store.
leave. That's true.
Oh, true.
Can I try and beat Wilfred's stealth? With my perception, pretend to be my dad and catch him.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah, make your perception check. Yeah, you didn't roll very well.
Why am I on edit? Fuck. Stop being on edit. It's always
It's
on edit.
14 for him.
That's an 18.
Fuck yeah, you catch him in the act.
Let's go, Dad.
Oh shit. He better not throw me under the bus.
Wilfred's about to get iced right now.
That's going to be 10 more points from Hufflepuff to be a negative 15 points.
Or
And that's going to be
Oh,
5
yeah.
points to you, Fergus, for catching him for Ravenclaw.
Oh, get fucked, Wilfred. Making enemies in second year. I love it.
I snort the Molly.
true.
It's white powder, and you named it Molly. Oh my god.
I believe it's
Don't we
Moly. I
all?
think it's pronounced Moly.
No, it's Molly. A lot of people just kind of pronounce it Molly to, differentiate it from Molly.
Holy moly. Is that the same flower that's in the epic musical?
It is indeed. It's where it comes from.
Fuck, that's awesome.
It's where the name comes from.
I never realized that until right now.
Wilfred gave it to you, didn't he? Sorry.
Nikki, you've listened to the epic musical?
Yeah, of course. I love music.
Fuck yeah.
I'm right now multitasking. I'm also watching Waitress right now while we're playing.
Waitress.
Yeah, it's
Waitress
Is
is
it
a
a
really
musical?
good musical.
I've never heard of
You've
it.
never
Nick is
heard of
great.
Waitress?
Never.
That's very good.
That's like one of the most popular musical or contemporary musicals.
Yep.
I haven't
It's
either.
up there.
Yeah, I'm
I've heard of
multitasking.
it once.
It's pretty good. The music is better than the plot, in my opinion.
That
Yes.
pretty true. Pretty true.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, sorry to keep you more off topic, but you saw that they released the Wisdom Saga, right?
They did indeed.
I know.
Wait. Wait, they released it?
Yeah, it's a
New
new
saga?
saga.
Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna be listening to that later.
It was my
Okay.
birthday gift.
Mhm.
Nice.
True.
It was
This
only
one has
for
God
Matt.
games on it.
I'm
and-
so happy for
God
God,
Games goes so fucking hard.
It's great.
Actually, I think I'm gonna put that on now.
I saw that it was like trending and like God Games is going, but I thought that it hadn't been released yet, so I'm even more excited.
I'm so happy for God Games.
Yeah, really aside, because people might not know what we're talking about. Chicken Will, do you guys know about the epic musical?
Haven't a goddamn clue what's going on.
Will?
Not
It's a-
single
It's
clip.
a epic musical.
So, this guy, he is making a musical based off of the Odyssey. So like old Greek myth, and it's really, really good. Just exceptional. Highly recommend giving it a watch. It's still concept, so like he's still coming out with like new songs, so he kind of comes out with them in like little sagas, and it goes hard
It does.
Isn't he dating the actress for one of the characters
for
now?
Cersei.
Dating Cersei.
Yeah. It's so
Mhm.
they're so
Wow.
cute.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
All right. So
I just caught Will. That's all that matters.
did I hear that Rhiannon, Evelyn, and Tamamo were cooking up something tonight?
I don't have anything. I don't think we do.
I mean,
He was talking about like having an extra bed, so like
Oh, I think that was a joke. Unless
that was definitely
you
a
want
joke.
us to murder
That
someone
was
in
in the
second ear.
context of using the roofie potion and then bashing somebody's head in with a
You
brick.
know, actually,
Uh huh.
I
Okay.
had something now. Good.
Evelyn, Tamamo.
How
How would
Theo
you-
wants to cook up something if one gets a chance.
sure. I'll come back to you then. Keep going. Rhiannon?
If you're interested, I have an idea. It's an oldie, but a goodie. Let me
Mm-hmm.
just very quickly like ping both of you.
Okay.
Okay. What you got?
There should be a rules breaker group chat.
I'm
What
gonna,
you guys? What you guys
it's gonna
plan?
be all of us, just without Fergus on it. That's it.
The problem is that would
Everyone
be
but
everyone
Fergus.
but you and Eric, maybe.
Yes.
I don't know. Fergus, Eric's been breaking some rules. He's got that cat.
I told you I didn't break any rules. My mom broke the rules. And
Yes.
emotional support animal as far as
Yes.
Absolutely.
Let's do it. I'm totally
Okay.
down.
I'll ping Alex then.
Who do we want to be our victim?
Hmm.
You got
Yeah.
beef with anyone?
Classic.
And
Well, you guys would be walking into the common room, or you'd be maybe hanging out in the common room, and we kind of fade into that. And Gemma is currently in the middle of gloating. She's like, you should have seen her. She looked like she was going to piss herself. She was dangling over the edge. And I assure you, probably would have caught her or something like that if need be, but I was just nice putting her in her place for like the first time in forever. Did you know that she was the one who's putting up weird signs behind us? Found that out the hard way.
Really?
And like Ernesia and Taylor and them are talking. And she goes on like this for a little while, just gloating about how scared Gwyn was and like really exaggerating everything. I'm gonna go to bed. But you know what? If anybody wants to stay up, latte maker on me. I just had it shipped in this morning. And like Ernesia looks up. What? You can see like there is like a brass latte maker. Pipes and everything. Enjoy.
Would you like some chamomile tea? Help you sleep.
Hmm. That doesn't sound like quite a bad idea. It's very kind of you to offer, Tamamo, sure.
I'm a professional at making tea. Only had my family teaching me to do it for 3.5 years nonstop.
I hear there's like a whole art to it out in Japan.
Art is putting it lightly. Anyways, I'll go get that tea.
Thank you, she says, like a little smile. And you head over toward the latte maker, which does treat tea too. He just kind of makes any kind of hot beverage. And Rhiannon and Evelyn, you guys all culminate for your plan.
I'll brew a couple, or I'll brew a whole pot of tea and whatnot. Pour out some teacups for everyone, and then in the one I'm gonna give Gemma, pour a little bit of the sleeping draught in there. bring it over, and I'll start setting out teacups and handing them personally to everyone.
So you got all of like you have a tray of a bunch of them,
Mm-hmm.
and Rianne and Evelyn, you guys were over there. If you guys want to talk about your plan.
Rian's like trying not to really draw attention to what Tamama's doing too much, but she kind of leans over to Evelyn, just goes, "That's one of the older models for latte makers."
You Italians know everything there is to know about coffee, don't you?
Well, yes, of course. Ugh, I would murder someone for
For
a good espresso.
tiramisu and Venice.
Yes, and tiramisu. Oh, I love tiramisu.
You only say it about 100 times a week.
Well, they don't keep if you ship them from overseas.
Just try to get Wilfred and Nolan to get you some from the kitchen.
Mama, I'll take my tea in bed. Thank you. She's heading up.
I'll
Damn.
be up
Yeah.
there.
Yes,
You think it does
Tamamo.
hot chocolate? Ooh, Tamamo, can I have chamomile? And like Ernisi is reaching toward Gemma's cup.
She like slaps her hand away.
Hey,
I'm not done. But yes, you can have some.
Ernesia, the art of tea making is incredibly serious. It's also very rude to reach across a tray and just grab tea.
even I know that. Taylor says.
Thank you, Taylor.
It's really complicated. I mean, I've never seen somebody put like Splenda into tea before, but if that's the way they do it out in Japan, and you realize Taylor saw you pour something into one of the the cups. Personally, I'm not really as much one for all that sugar, so
Well, Gemma has a bit of a sweet tooth, so decided to put something in it to ease it down. Probably wouldn't appreciate it anyways.
we should give it a horse tranquilizer. It might calm her down a bit. Ernesia says.
we spike her drink with Special K.
Ugh.
All right. You walk up into the dormitory and you can see Gemma has gotten like her bed all ready and it's all done. Has her hair like braided up in an updo, and she watches you come in. Oh, thank you. You are a dear.
Anything for a friend.
She takes the tea nicely. You put it down and you turn to walk away. And she like takes like a little sip of it. A little hot. Oh, it tastes kind of like immediately hits the pillow. The tea clatters to the floor and she is out.
Oh, I guess someone really was tired, weren't they? And Tamama were kind of like snap her fingers really loudly just to alert the others.
It's
You guys
getting
all
quite
walk
late,
into the room.
Rihanna, and we should head up.
That is true. I wish we didn't have to get up so early. What's our first period class again?
God fucking damn it.
DADA.
DIDA, your favorite.
Well, I have to get my shut-eye for that.
How else will you blow Wilfred out of the water?
Oh, that's quite easy.
up the stairs into the girls' dormitories, you can see Tamamo trying to get Gemma, who is currently on the floor, who has flopped out of her bed, trying to pick her back up.
I'm not the most physically capable, and this is very awkward. Can I get a hand?
Well, Evelyn's our
I
official
don't know,
jar
can
opener.
Tamamo will look over at Evelyn. Like, okay, we can play this game. May I?
There we go, of course.
Thank you.
Evelyn
She'll-
grabs the legs. You guys throw her back into the next bed.
All right.
She looks so peaceful.
How unfortunate for her.
All right, should we just cut to when she wakes up in the morning, or maybe we'll do that after Theo?
Yeah. Like,
Hell
do we
yeah.
have to like roll stealth? It's like, I mean, we've probably mapped it out.
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
we're-
I don't see
Because
any
that
problem
still
with
could
you
be
guys
like-
doing this.
Well, I know this route is the quickest, or something like that.
Theo, you said you wanted to do something.
So he would like to. He's gonna write a couple more of those letters, but he's also going to see if he could sneak into the library.
Ooh, you're going to have to combat against Fergus.
Oh, that's easy.
So, all right.
Mhm.
Curfew has come. The torches around you are low right now. And up in Gryffindor Tower, you slowly make your way out of the common room. You can see Sadie is actually still up right now, sitting in one of the armchairs by the fire. So you're very quiet when you open up the door and close it behind you. And you go running down the stairs. You will make me a stealth check, please.
Mm-hmm. 23.
Okay. With a 23, you walk down the long Oxford corridors. Not Oxford, sorry, the quad corridors. There's like tapestries on the right hand side and a bit of twilight that is coming in through the windows that allows you to see. You can see firelight down the lane and see somebody around the bend starting to, not where you're going, different direction, turning the corner. It's Mr. Filch. You evade him expertly and head out across the stone bridge for a moment. Theo, make me a quick perception check.
Perception coming up. That is an 18.
So you're on the stone bridge. It is quite far away. The stone bridge is on the third floor of the Oxford and Quad. It like connects the third floor, but you can look down toward the east and see the viaduct bridge and the viaduct courtyard. And right now you see Rhiannon, Evelyn, and Tamamo. Distantly, you can hear them being like, "This way, come on, a little bit to the left," and there's something large that they are carrying with them. You can just barely make out what looks to be a bed frame. They're just backlit by the moonlight.
Under his breath, as he's just like walking away, he's like, "Damn, I'm Those girls are scary. Okay, no.
They're like 200 feet away. So
Yeah, he's just saying this under his breath just to be like silent or whatever. But he's just like, "Damn, that is scary." And he's gonna continue on his way to the library.
you go into the Oxford building and move up the stairs, and you can see the door to the library. You move over toward it and go to grab the handle, and it squeaks, and it stops like a clunk. It is locked.
That's great. He is going to attempt something that he has attempted in class. He's going to try to cast Alohomora on this thing. He's only casted it once, though.
Alohomora. Yeah, you can go ahead and attempt it. And Fergus, make me a perception check.
Okay. Oh, that was bad. Let me. Do I
11.
have any? I do not. Well, that's life. I got 10. I'm distracted.
Theo, did you make it?
Yeah, 11.
Nice. Alohomora. Just like you did that one other time, and you're not really sure if it's going to work. There is a click, click, clunk, and the door unlocks from inside. Yes! You slip inside, but you can hear little footsteps behind you. And Fergus, as you're walking on the second floor of the Oxford building, having already caught Wilfred and brought him to justice, you just catch the tail end of the door closing to the library.
That's not normally how that works. Come on, Mrs. Norris. Let's catch us a bad student.
Oh, Mrs. Norrison's here with you, huh?
Of course, she's not like my little mini companion.
Lets out a little meow and follows you in, immediately hopping inside as you notice the door is unlocked. You know, Pince always locks this. It's gotta be a student.
Yeah, no. I'll check for prefect, and then it should definitely be inside. Yeah, I'll go in. Hello? Hello?
Hello? Your voice echoes in the little deep space. Hello? 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 Theo, where are you trying to go?
Theo is going to. He wants to grab a book. He wants to grab a book about, I guess, all the effects of Polyjuice Potion, and he wants to grab that. And he would also like to see if he could find another book about hippogriffs, mainly. He'd like to grab those two books off the shelves.
So you are heading up to the second floor, and just as you're nearing the stairwell, you're hello, hello, hello. You see light streaming in from an open doorway across the room that's just closing behind Fergus right now.
Theo under his breath is like, is that dude literally everywhere? He's got eyes in the back of his head or something. And he says this under his breath as he goes to go look for the books.
Make another stealth check.
Check the right. I got the.
You go right, I go left. Meow.
12.
We do guerrilla tactics. Let's go.
Oh, you're lucky that Mrs. Norris got 2.
Oh, do I have to roll a perception?
Yes, but because you had already failed and he's got a bit of a leg up on you, I'll give you disadvantage.
Okay. That's 22.
At disadvantage?
I rolled a 16 and a 19.
16 and a 19.
Okay. So,
That's one of my dreams.
Theo, you like quickly hide behind one of the bookcases and watch as Fergus goes off, and that old cat hops up onto one of the desks, walking along it, and leaps up onto a light and starts taking a bit of a higher road. You can see the second floor and the metal like circular staircase that gets up it. You wait until Fergus takes a right hand side, and then you quickly kind of run as quietly up the staircase as you can, sliding off out of his view. And Fergus, you can hear the sound of metal rattling upstairs. You go out after it. It's a bit far away, and Theo, you move off toward one of the gated sections of the library. There's this like lock that's placed on the gate before. You have already gotten this thing ready. You unlocked it previously today, and you take that chain and try very, very quietly to undo it. And as you are unfurling the chain around you, around the gate where your books are, Fergus heads to the top of the stairs. And Fergus, you can see the silhouette of a student currently trying to enter a semi-restricted area.
Hey, you there! Halt! Mrs. Norris, get father.
Theo books it.
Oh shit! Books it? Are you sure you
Yeah.
don't want to
Mhm.
go in?
He's gonna go.
Because if you book it, then you're going to forfeit
lose my
your ability to get it. Yeah.
He is going to attempt to go inside, lock it, and then attempt to again try to stay hidden inside.
Okay. So you got the gate open. Hey, you halt! You head inside as quick as you can, slam the gate behind you, and lock it shut. Fergus, I want you to make me another perception check, just regular this time, to see if you can see Theo in the darkness here. Again, a disadvantage because it is in the dark.
Okay. So it's just a disadvantage. Got it. Oh, that's a 13.
You rush to the end, and you can see what looks to be red Gryffindor robes. And Theo like puts up his hood and starts running down the lane. He takes a right hand turn, and
There's no exit. I'm gonna say yeah. There's no way out.
Fergus, you say that. You're not entirely sure. This library is a little bit of a maze.
I have not been allowed in the restriction section, so I really don't know, but I maybe could bluff them.
This is more like a gated section. It's like, only like 5th years and stuff are available in here.
No.
And Fergus, how do you want to pursue?
Because I don't want to ruin his thing.
He'll have the opportunity to do it. He's going to get his role. What do you want? How do you want to pursue?
How I want to pursue? I think I'm gonna. I trust that he has to come back out through the library. So now I'm just gonna be like, all right, I know it's a Gryffindor. I know they're in this spot of the library, and I'm just gonna be like a guardian basically. So he has to come out somewhere.
Got you. We're in the stakeout mode.
Yeah, basically, I'm waiting for Father to get here now.
Mm-hmm,
I said Mrs. Norris to go get him.
Theo, make me a investigation check to find your books.
Copy.
You can't hide forever, Gryffindor.
Flat 20.
Okay. You were able to sift through some of them. That one, you saw it from one of a reference volume, and you pull it out. You can see a Guide for you said polyjuice?
Yeah, guide for polyjuice potion.
Yeah, guide for polyjuice potion. Um, and you even have a little bit more time because he's just yelling. He's not entering in to find your other one. You find both of them that you need, and as you head back for a moment, peeking around the bend, you can see. Damn it, he's still there. You need to find a different way out. You can hear a voice from the first floor say, "Fergus, found something, did you?
A Gryffindor this time. He's in here in the fifth section.
Lovely. One of my favorites. Let me just find the key." And you can hear like as he's heading up the stairs, the key is dangling. He's got like a fucking 1,000 of them, right? Theo, how are you handling this? You're cornered. If they find you, they'll confiscate the books.
Yeah. Theo is going to keep the books on him until he feels that they're going to enter. He would like to look for another exit.
Okay, you may make me another investigation check.
14.
14. You don't so much see a way out. The gate is only so high. You could go over the gate, but of course Fergus is right there. You go looking for any kind of like secret little crevice or something to push out from, and you're able to see a small grate at the foot of one of the bookcases, and it pushes out below a desk that's on the other side of the wall, in the main area. You're not going to be able to get through, but you could slide your books through.
He'll slide his books through, and then he will attempt to. This is going to be so sorry, Fergus. He is going to attempt to try to. He's gonna go back towards the gate. He wants to check if Mr. Filch is there actively.
You can hear him as you go back toward the gate. You can hear him like fumbling with his keys, and he tries one. No. No.
Okay, he's at the gate.
Father, can I?
Yes.
Father, it's this one.
I know my keys, boy.
He's going to wait for them to come in first. I think that's what he's going to do. He's going to wait for them to come in.
Good call. Good call. Make a stealth check. Here we are. The lock clicks open, and the chains unravel. You can hear the hissing of Mrs. Norris as she goes off into the darkness after you. Filch pulls up his lantern to try to see in front. All right, time to come out now. There's nowhere to go.
We know you're. I'm trying to imitate my father. Come on. The punishment's a lot less if you turn yourself in.
Nick, I just want to mark that I'm so glad you're playing this character concept. It was a great character concept.
The second you were like, I want to filch, I'm like, I got this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Theo?
Theo with the 7 comes out and he's like, okay, I wanted something just to read at night. I'm feeling a little lonely.
You got a 7?
Yes.
Well,
feeling a little lonely.
Let's quickly double check if. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you would have been found. So I like to think that you tried to find a little hiding spot, and then while Filch and Fergus didn't see you directly, there was a sudden hiss. Yeah. And you look down and can see Miss Norris looking at you. So then they find you, and you hop out, hands in the air. And sorry, can you repeat what you said?
Basically, Theo's doing crocodile tears about he's really lonely and he just wants something to read. His mom always read him stories afterwards, and so he's just fully making crocodile tears as Filch and Fergus like come and apprehend him.
You trying to lie to me?
Fully.
Fun. It's always fun.
Oh,
Do I have to roll an insight to see if she's lying to me?
Sure.
All right. Let's see.
I always love it when they cry.
That's 17.
okay, yeah, you can tell he's lying. You just
You
see,
don't have a mother. I'm gonna say that.
Okay, whoa.
I'm just joking. No, that's
Damn.
Projecting much.
Damn, he said you don't have a mother.
He said you don't got
coming
parents.
out of nowhere, like a monster coming out of nowhere. He's like, okay.
You're in a heap of trouble, boy. And you get detention and negative 10 house points to Gryffindor.
Yeah.
You're going to be in detention with Wilfred.
Let's say, this is what I will.
me and
This is
Wilfred
what,
Also a
Puts him
corruption point.
this is what Fergus would say. He'd be like, "Well, if you're lonely, you can spend it with Gideon and detention."
Inspiration, Nick.
You sound like you're doing a Squidward impression.
I know.
I play the
It's just a normal
clarinet. I do play.
You sound like when they went to go see he had that person come over. It's like, and the floor creaks, the roof leaks. It's a terrible draft.
Oh no, he's hot.
All right.
Yay! I caught 2 people. Let's go.
All
My
right.
arch nemesis, though.
That's we're going to take our
We
break.
need a snitch subclass for you.
Honestly.
Truly.
Give me the snitch class.
Like, I think Nick has inspired us with a new subclass. It's been a while since we've truly been inspired by something. By a new play style.
So are we taking 10?
Yes.
By
We'll
following
come
the
back
rules.
10
in your
minutes.
play style.
See you in 10.
Alrighty.
Are you looking for that perfect gift for that tabletop role player in your life? For that podcaster? For that little sister that keeps going on and on about shiny math rocks? Well, look no further. OBP Musical has you covered. Original theme music for your characters, worlds, podcasts, and more. Has your bard written lyrics about a party member's tragic demise? Let us compose to them. Or better yet, let us write those lyrics for you. But the goodness, no, greatness, doesn't stop there. How would you like a cast member of Les Miserables, Disney, or Come From Away to sing your pieces? Oh, you bet you would. Fully orchestrated cinematic pieces. Pieces like this.
Who'd rise to meet the call, who'd fiercely face the danger, be a hero to them all. For the hordes of people
We have 8 vocalists, 7 composers, 2 lyricists, and an admin team ready to take your request. For as low as $60 US, you can get your own musical theme. OBP Musical, making fantasy a reality.
Hello.
We're back.
I
Hi.
Good evening.
Greetings, mortals.
Currently, a new morning rises in a certain bed right now. There is the calming sound of moving waves, the sound of distant seagulls cawing up above, and owls flying overhead. Gemma, some good tea. She looks around. She suddenly stops. She looks up and can see a seagull perched on the top of her backboard, looking down at her as it cocks its head to the side. What? She sits up in her bed, and the camera like pulls out quick zoom. What? We see the Black Lake currently moving all around, and her floating out in the middle of it all.
Then wouldn't it be a lakegull, not a seagull?
I'm gonna kill you, Nick. I'm gonna murder you. You're not. It's gonna. I'm gonna make it look like an accident.
No, Alex, you just chopped off your tail.
I'll let you. It'll make it look like a bloody accident.
You know what they say, sometimes you just gotta take your legs.
Gemma's screams echo outward and usher in our next scene. We're early in the morning. Eric, you arrived because oh no, you didn't end up actually drinking that potion. Sorry,
No, I
but
didn't.
still, anyway, you arrived a little bit earlier for the morning, and you enter into the breakfast hall. You can see, because like early in the morning, before like breakfast is truly served, they do put out a few little snacks and stuff like that. And you notice one of the only people here, it's kind of sparse, is Nolan. He's up early. He always sits across from you, because Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff are on opposite ends in the middle.
Uh-huh.
And he is currently throwing around some runes. You see him like a little bowl, and he throws them down and puts his hands over them, feeling, and then marks something down on a little piece of paper for himself, carving harsh grooves into the paper.
Do I recognize the runes he's using?
You come over and look over his shoulder. They are Elder Futhark. You can see a few of them that he's throwing, and one of them is like Othala, marking for home. And you hear him say under his breath, "Must be the castle."
And then Eric's just going to say, I'm at the table right above you, and I don't want to startle you.
Oh, thank you. That was a little more gentle than most people do it.
Well,
What are you doing
know-
here so early?
well, I thought I'd get a jump start on my reading. You know, you wouldn't know, but some of the Ravenclaw guys are awfully bad snorers.
I can guess. The Hufflepuffs are no better.
Huh. Am I correct in assuming that I've discovered a fellow enthusiast in divination?
Hello. You like divination? Yeah, I'm trying to get into it. It's just fun, you know?
Well, you're off to a good start. I don't actually see too many people who know the difference between the younger and the older, so that's good.
Yeah, I've been rolling urus all day.
Uh, what did he say?
I- I've been rolling urus all day.
Huh.
I'm not sure if I should take it as a sign or not.
Does it always come up the same way around?
I believe for runes, it doesn't actually matter. All that it matters is that it's face up when you throw the stone on the ground.
Yeah, that's what he's asking.
The yeah, um, every time he says.
Hmm. That does seem like more than coincidence, doesn't it? What question are you trying to ask it?
Oh, nothing right now. I guess just messing around. What do you normally work with? It, tea
Well,
reading, tarot? What?
I've kind of been getting a start in all of them, really. But mostly I do either tarot or tea. I got enough runes from growing up in Norway, but, they kind of make me homesick these days. By the way, I got coffee. You want some?
Coffee? No, too bitter.
Well, I like it with 4 or 5 sugars, but to each their own.
Why drink coffee if you're just gonna fill it with sugar? You sit down next to him.
Because I can feel the coffee molecules vibrating in my brain, and it helps me focus better. So what got you started in divination?
When I was really, really young, I I lost something. It was a little like plushy. It was I called it Amelia. It was a little bumblebee. It was my favorite. And when I lost it, I was so upset. I
And you've been trying
had
to
the
find it ever since?
idea of using divinations to find it. I was really, really young, so it was kind of stupid. I didn't ever actually end up finding it, but I kind of found a little love with this kind of stuff.
Well, you never know. I always just kind of had a way of knowing when trouble was brewing. I thought it was just something that comes of growing up the way I did, but then I thought to myself, maybe it's something or other about the inner eye, and ever since I started looking into it, I just couldn't stop reading. It's fascinating.
Well, why don't you give me a read? See what's in my future.
All right, you want tea or cards?
Cards. I can.
Can do. He rummages around in his pack for a moment and then attempts to do a tarot reading.
Okay. You pull out your tarot deck. The way we do it here in Magic Mysterium, we keep it to simply the major arcana to make
Oh, I
it
was not thinking of that.
nice and fun. And then we. What am I thinking? We only do past, present, future, so we don't do the querent because it makes it just more simple.
Okay. I'm glad that I actually know what you're talking about because I have dabbled in tarot IRL a little bit.
Yeah. It's cool. Does this have the? This is only that. That's too bad. I used to have a tarot deck. I don't have it right now. I'm seeing if I can find a little thing for me. Give me 3 seconds. Load. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I found it. immediately downloading this. Okay. Totally downloaded that in the wrong place, but that's fine. Okay. I got a little message. 1 second.
It's not important.
Okay. So here's what's gonna happen. Do you actually have a tarot deck? That's the first question.
IRL?
Yeah, if you wanted to, you could use one IRL
I do
if you
actually.
wish.
Give me just a minute. I'll go get it.
Sure.
Okay, I officially have my cards in front of me right now.
Cool. So, if you want to, since you probably don't use them all the time, and you want to start using them a little bit more for this character,
Yeah, I think that might
right now I think we might just roll for it because you don't have it fully ready because you're gonna have to pull out every major arcana.
I can just do that.
Well, it'll probably take a little bit of time. We don't want to take up too much time. Okay, let's see here. So there is how many major arcana are there? Like
I believe there are
23?
12.
No, there's more than
23.
that.
That sounds more.
That's
26.
22
It's
major
22.
arcana because 0 is the fool and there's 21, I believe.
21. Okay,
of,
cool.
of the actual ones that have numbers. So 22 in total.
Awesome. So what we're gonna roll is 3d22. I'm gonna be rolling this because I'm doing it for Nolan. So these are the cards he pulls,
Okay.
and then
I
we're
have
gonna do.
extracted all the major arcana from my deck, if that helps.
Oh, really? Already?
Yeah.
Damn, you're fast. Okay, never mind.
I used to play Magic, so I know what's up.
All right, cool. We also, of course, do it upright in reverse for these meetings. And all right. Nolan, as you begin to shuffle your deck, he says, "I like it cut in the middle, if you would."
Oh, no problem.
You
And I will cut in the middle.
fit it open, and you like. You take the first card, second card, and third card and slam. Put them face down in front of you. The entire deck is mixed up to be upright and reverse and whatnot. And you can go ahead and do that now.
I
Take those.
got the Emperor reversed, the Empress,
Oh,
and the High Priestess.
So we'll just go one at a time. So the first one is
Okay.
past, then present, then future. So the first one was what?
First one is the Emperor reversed.
Emperor. All right. In this position, the emperor is a tyrannical figure. Power is abused and corrupted. Corrupted. Institutions are rigid, unmoving, and unfair. The tallest fortress walls are only a veneer, and they will crumble under the slightest scrutiny. Beware of those who feel entitled to your loyalty, your labor, your livelihood. Likewise, be careful not to overstep your sense of authority. And how do you interpret that when it comes to his past?
I think that it's just going to say, how rigid were your parents when you were growing up?
Um, my mom was a little bit of a helicopter. Love her to bits, but she would never let me out of her sight.
All right.
There's one time that I got lost in a department store, and when we got home, I did not leave the house for 3 days.
What happened on the fourth day?
My father took me out to go get ice cream, I think as an apology.
Well, that's what the Emperor is then. It's saying you come from a place where things are too rigid and your environment doesn't adapt to you as much as it should to keep things in balance.
What's the second card?
Second card is the Empress upright.
The Empress is representative of generosity and comfort. The Fool wishes, the Magician plans, the High Priestess ponders, and the Empress provides. This card indicates the satisfaction of natural desires through careful cultivation and mindful stewardship.
But you're coming out of all that into somewhere where you've got at your disposal what you need to make your own life what you want out of it.
God, I hope so.
I do too. I know that feeling.
And what's your last one?
The High Priestess, also upright.
Oh, we did. Man, okay. You sure these weren't in order?
Yeah, I shuffled them before dealing with
All right. Yeah, because we get 4, 3, and 2. This is upright. The High Priestess. The High Priestess is a symbol of wisdom and introspection. The moon and the sun, held up by these pillars in the image for the deck I'm reading from, normally illustrate how both clarity and mystery can support the same essential truths. While the magician makes use of the known world looking outward, the High Priestess turns inward. When the observable truth presents more obstacles than solutions, it may be appropriate to trust the things you know but cannot yet name. Trust your heart.
I think in that case, Eric, still being kind of new to this, actually, no, that's a cop out. I'll make my own interpretation. He'll just say, right, so you've got all you need to come into your own and make your life what you want of it, but there's nobody else who's going to do it for you. It's a bit of a cliche, but you've got to trust in yourself.
In the future, I have to trust in myself. Huh.
If you want anything to come of it, anyway.
Thanks. That actually helps. He smiles
Oh,
at
I'm
you.
glad I can help then. Why don't you do mine?
We don't quite have the time, but
Okay. By the way, what reference are you reading from so I can get on the same page?
oh, do you want the PDF?
Yeah, would you mind?
Sure.
Sweet.
This is a favorite of mine. So this is the deck I actually have, but I don't have it physically on me right now, and
Okay.
so where I'll send it to you in your hidden chat. I have it. Yeah, I saved it here. Let me put it into downloads. There. This is some kind of photocopied version of it. This normally comes in like a little booklet, but it's probably, in my opinion, the best little booklet for explanations that I've found. I love it.
Sweet.
I think they're really poetic and stuff.
I shall consider doing cards in the future and reading off of that.
Cool.
And I assume I can't actually spend the sorcery points to do the mechanical thing about tarot at this point, correct?
I don't think you have sorcery points right now, so
I
yeah.
think we get them at level 2, don't we?
Oh wait, yeah, you get a few. Yeah, I don't think you have enough.
I could swear there's one of the effects that costs 2 sorcery. No, I don't think it's cards anyway, so never mind.
Jess, I saw you on mute.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we've done it differently. I'm so sorry. Why the hell? Sounds like I swallowed a cactus. Let me double check something real quickly.
I'm pretty sure we just do like crystal ball readings and such and tarot cards and the like with like a divination check now. Or we have been doing that, and we don't really pay attention to the one in the book.
Yes, and
'Cause
also
I know you're referring to. Yeah, go ahead.
No, it's okay. I don't want to cut you off, so continue.
Oh, I think you're referring to the divination abilities like cartomancy, claromancy, tasseomancy, etc. in the
Yeah,
book.
that's what I'm talking about.
Typically, how Alex has ruled it in the past, at least, is you can kind of do a general one, but to do that mechanically,
You have to have
like to have the
proficiency in
mechanic
diviner's kits.
benefit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
there's-
and also the sorcery points.
Yeah.
as well as the fact that there is a required level for them. So
Mhm.
technically,
Yeah,
all
like
that you
one of
can do
them
is
says you have to
claromancy.
spend 7 sorcery points,
Yeah,
which you
Exactly.
wouldn't be able to do
cartomancy is
until
not
later.
till 7th level, so you wouldn't even be able to access that
Okay, so
ability.
Think of it as like that's what you're currently proficient in, and you're working at getting the other stuff, the other skills, right?
yeah.
So basically anybody can throw their hat in the ring and try to do divination. But like
Just
anyone
sort of
can
like
do a tarot
anybody can
reading.
brew a potion or cast a charm, but the
Yeah,
Potioneer and Charmer subclasses are going to do it super amazingly well.
precisely.
Cool beans. That was making me worry that the entire divination subclass I've built around is just like completely pointless.
No, no, no. In
Okay.
fact, I think divination subclass is one of the strongest subclasses
Well,
in
because
this
healers
game.
and portents, which are
It
always
needs a little bit
awesome.
of a buff compared to the other subclasses.
The
The
last time
power
it got,
creep. Holy cow.
the
So
last
anyway,
time it got
I guess Eric and Nolan start talking shop about divination for a while.
Sure. Rhiannon? Sorry.
the last time it got a buff, really only the legilimency abilities got buffed and nothing else. And in terms of like, first level abilities and like 6th level, it does kind of fall short with like behind other classes.
Especially behind the other div classes like Grim Diviner and
yeah,
Astronomy, which it shouldn't, considering it's like the core div subclass.
Good to hear your feedback.
Yeah, that's it. So essentially, what I'm getting at is that chicken, there is maybe something on the horizon that may come down the grapevine to you like a gift. So,
Well, I will be looking forward to that then.
Sorry for getting on the divination subclass soapbox.
Eric, you can hear a slopping sound much later on, once like breakfast actually happens, and everybody gets to watch Gemma walk in completely sopping wet.
What happened? You wake up in the lake?
Where is she? Where is she?
Oh God.
I mean, it's technically not against the rules to be wet in the Great Hall, but you probably should dry off.
We're back in our bodies, right?
Eric.
Yes, you are.
Eric gives Wilfred a dirty look.
McGonagall walks in after her, like, oh dear, Miss Drayton, did you go for a dip in the Black Lake? Not of my own choice. It was Gwen's fault, she says, pointing across. We got two Gwens, pointing across toward Gwen, and Miss Sinclair. Do you have any evidence to support this? I just know it, Professor. I know it. And
Just no. Sorry, I had to.
Professor,
Miss-
I was
sorry,
Go on.
Dylan.
I was in the Hufflepuff dormitory all night. Cassandra can vouch for me, and Wilford saw me late at night as well.
What, your weird friend and your troublemaker boyfriend? No, thank you. Those are not proper witnesses. They're in on it. I'm telling you. All right, Miss Drayton. Perhaps we could go dry off. Come with me,
Headmistress.
Mr. Finch.
I would hate to throw my hat in the ring. With a smile. But Mr. Gideon was caught outside of his common room last night.
Fergus.
Oh no.
Is he already received his detention?
Yes, he's already received his detention. But if Sinclair said Mr. Gideon can back her,
I don't know what Wilfred got up to after after I saw him, but that had nothing to do with me.
We'll perform our own internal investigation. Goodness me. She seems a little more, like, less serious, but you guys are second years. He's like, let's just go clean her up.
Never would I thought backing Gemma would be so much fun.
As Gemma walked away, I
Classes
did a little
continue.
finger wave.
You did what?
I said as Gemma was walking away with her, if she like turns around and looks back, I do a little finger wave. You know, I didn't do it, but I'll take credit for it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're taking credit for it. I'll write it down.
Once again, Rhiannon is not caught.
And this
Except
time,
I'm
neither
Indian.
are the other two.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, well, aside from like Levi, which Rhiannon's
Yeah.
like still trying to figure out.
Fergus, for your note, she didn't say that out loud.
Oh, well, erasing the notes then.
Right. Transfiguration class is first up in the morning. Oh, actually, sorry, it's DADA first.
If I
first
might
up
ask
in the
Wilfred
morning.
a quick question as we're walking to class.
As long as it's quick.
He's gonna nod to Gwen and Cassandra and discreetly say, "So, success."
I am me again.
Sure.
I honestly can't say.
Is that your doing? The Molly?
He's my man in the chair, Wilfred says. I had them snort it, as per your instructions.
Good man, as promised. And Eric
Those were
is
not
gonna-
your instructions, by the way, Eric.
And he's just gonna say, Eric's just gonna say, "Well, whatever, you did your part. It all worked out fine. So here I am, keeping my promise." And he takes out a little leather pouch from his bag, hands it to Wilfred, and inside is a comb that has been carved from some kind of bone with all kinds of like scrimshaw artwork and a little bit of silver inlay on it.
Is this the comb that makes your hair turn into a pompadour?
When have you ever caught me dead wearing a pompadour?
So it's not that one?
No, it's the one that allows me to do this, and he flicks his hair like he's in a commercial. And you get to borrow it.
He takes it. I will defend it with my life.
You'd better. And that's all I had in mind.
Just real quick, we don't need to roleplay it. I hand
Mhm.
Eric a piece of parchment. That's just an emotional support animal document as thank you.
He takes it, kind of looks to see what it is, and then just nods like, "Thanks."
As this class is starting, Theo, you run back to the library to go grab where you like deposited your books last time. And sure enough, you find them underneath of that table. But not alone. Rhiannon, you were just picking up a new Transfigurations textbook. Your last one caught fire, and you're walking down the way as you see Theo, more Theo's like butt, as he is bent over underneath of a desk. He pulls out and has like two heavy tomes in his grasp, and the two of you come face to face.
Theo goes, "Oh, hi, nice to meet you."
She like raises an eyebrow. Doing a bit of
You
light
didn't see
reading.
anything? Yeah, of course, light reading. You didn't see anything.
Right. Can I take a peek at what books those are?
You can make a perception check.
Okay.
Theo, you can make a sleight of hand
Perception
check to sleight of hand check to try to like keep the binding away so she can't see it.
It's only a 16.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That's only a 24.
So like Rhiannon leans forward to try to see if she can see what it says. And Rhiannon, you see Theo reactively pull it back and put it into his bag before you can see anything.
Real quick, who did I see last night that was pulling the bed frame?
Her, Evelyn, and Tamamo.
Okay. Theo just says, yeah, of course, just some light reading, you know how it is. And he will lean in and says, a big fan of your guys' work last night. I like the thing you guys did with the bed frame. I saw it. It was great.
Oh. So you were out after as well.
Hey, not all Gryffindor kids are good guys, unfortunately. But yeah, just a little bit light reading. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
What are you here to get?
Oh, new Transfiguration textbook. My last one seems to enjoy catching fire. Damn
For me,
wand.
that textbook is kind of like a pillow in that class, but hey, it's all right.
Right. Oh, word to the wise. I'm not really great with secrets being kept from me. I usually find out, and believe me, I have my ways. So, just so you're aware.
So
Unless you want to take
wait,
another unless you want to end up like Miss Drayton and taking another late night swim.
okay. So I have to keep your secrets, you'll keep mine. Is that how this works?
Exactly. I'm all for quid pro quo.
Oh, there you go. I thought I was gonna have to do some like black magic or something, or you're gonna have to. It's so much simpler if you just said that. Oh, okay.
Well, I'm not
Yeah,
Fergus.
yeah. That dude is a full snitch. I got caught by him last night, and I got mad detention. But hey, I got what I wanted to come here for.
Yeah. I usually try to stay out of the library, at least for on most nights. Alternating Tuesdays and Thursdays, he tends to be skulking around here.
Tuesday and Thursday. Okay, got it. And Theo thinks for a quick minute, and he says, would any of your, I guess I'm going to call them bad girls, know how to make a euphoria potion?
Euphoria potion.
Since we're in
It's
the
on
business
the...
of trading secrets.
As you
I
guys are
have a...
talking,
Mhm.
just in the middle of it, Evelyn, you're not in Transfiguration's class, so currently you can see Rhiannon and Theo, who should, in a few minutes here, be in Transfiguration class, are talking in the second floor of the library.
Mm-hmm. She'll, like, slowly make her way towards them while
And you
they're
hear,
talking.
and you hear a bit of what Theo just said. Theo, what did you say about her girlfriends or whatever?
No, she's essentially asking if one of them knows how to make a euphoria potion. The elixir to induce a euphoria. He's was about to proposition, what do you call it, Evelyn, in order for him to make one. He has a plan in store. He would need that for it.
She will kind of, not dramatically, but casually put an arm around Rhiannon, and lean her head on her shoulder. What are we talking about?
Oh, elixir to induce euphoria.
Yes.
Oh, this little thing? She'll pull a little vial out of her pocket.
Yellow potion.
Ooh. Okay, that was easier than I thought it was going to be.
You
You
reach
called
for it,
me
Theo?
easy?
Huh? Yeah, I do.
Or Theo reaches for it, Evelyn?
She will pull it out of his reach.
Unfortunately, Theo, goodwill does only get you so far with snakes, and I have certain deals, but Evelyn is her own woman.
Okay.
It is
what
true
do you
I'm
want?
painfully independent. It's why Rhiannon can't nail me down.
You
It's
guys
true.
are friends? Okay. So what do you want?
What are you willing to give?
Theo will pull out a potion of sleeping drought, and he would be like, I can trade one potion for another. I was gonna save this for Snitch Filch, but I will happily take that potion of
Oh, well,
euphoria
if I
off your
had
hands.
it wouldn't go to much use. How many galleons do you have?
Not much.
Do you have
How
any
much?
secrets?
A couple.
Are there any worth an elixir to induce euphoria?
No.
You might just
Can't
have to give the most dangerous thing of all a favor.
Theo is like,
To a Slytherin, that's gold.
yeah. Theo, you see a face of a kid who's like, oh, I'm trying to learn my way out of this without trying to give anything away. And Theo goes, I can't give you anything of monetary value or social value. So how about we cast a check, as the Americans like to say.
You mean a favor?
Yes.
Rhiannon, you are a witness to this, are you not?
Indeed, if I knew how to cast it, we would make an unbreakable vow about it.
No, don't do that to me, please. You guys are too scary. Please don't do that to me.
It is unfortunate we can't, but it is as good as such. Rhiannon, do you promise that if he doesn't comply with the favor I ask, you will kill him for me?
Absolutely, without hesitation.
All right. She will toss the
The-
euphoria potion at him.
Theo's all like, thank you, kill me, I'd like to see you try, nervously as he puts it away, and then he walks away. I have other plans that will probably require your aid at some point. An owl will come in the future, who knows? But for now, it
It'll
has been
cost
a pleasure.
you.
I know it's going to cost me, and that's the worst part. And he will eloquently bow in front of two of the bad girls, and he will leave.
Bows?
Yep.
That's great. Inspiration,
Still
Will.
As
He's
men
still keeping the
should.
books. He's still keeping the books. That's the only reason he bowed. He was just keeping the books behind him, as he was
Just making sure you heard me. Theo has gained inspiration. You can click the little star in the inspo tracking channel.
Yep.
Hey.
Vulcan into transfig now.
Yup.
Yeah.
Is it transfig or DADA?
In fact, everyone's done really, really well. For various reasons. I want to give everybody inspiration.
Oh,
Hey.
thanks.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Good role play, good ideas, funny jokes, just a good time all around.
I already have inspiration. Is there something else I could do with it?
No.
No.
Nah,
It's use it or lose it.
Yep.
God, there needs to be a snitch emote I can put next to Fergus's star.
If you can send me like a PNG of that kid from Recess,
Oh
I'll
my
throw it
god,
on.
I will do it.
I need
give
to
me,
send you.
Give me Randall.
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 Mr. Electric, take him to the penis explosion chamber and have his penis exploded immediately.
Jess used to say the real line to me all the time. Have him take him to the principal's office and have him expelled.
But he ruined my dream journal.
I have to send you. I need you to add some gifts to the server because I can't figure out how to do it myself, and I keep trying to compress them to make
Add
them.
gifts.
Yes. Hold on, I'll send them to you. But yeah, continue.
That movie, Shark Boy and Lava Girl, had blackface.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little uncomfortable.
There's a lot of movies with blackface.
Yeah. It's not her fault. She was a kid. Transfiguration class. Rhiannon, Evelyn, Rhiannon and Theo wind up there late. Meanwhile, Evelyn, of course, has her own free period. I'm actually going to give it to her because you're still going to roll for your spells, but Evelyn is in the advanced class, which happens on Fridays.
Evelyn, I'm smart and better than everybody.
Well, she is.
Wow,
I
you
am.
summed up her character really well.
Damn.
Bitter
I was looking
much?
for an actual quote there, so what do you think? Did I get the voice right?
Transfigures your gender. I saw that earlier and I really
Wait,
enjoyed
what?
it.
Mhm.
Oh no. I can't find the kid. I gotta mute myself. I'm sorry. I'm mumbling.
Why add gifts to a server?
You can add them as stickers, I believe.
Like animated
Yeah.
emotes?
I'll favorite the ones I was just sent at least, so I have them. One moment, please. It's got a loud as fuck mouse. Oh, it's cat, isn't it? Every
Shut up.
time.
Cat enjoys clicking
Shut
on
up.
things.
Clickety clickety click.
Let her live her life.
Okay. Transfigurations class is just beginning. You guys find your seats next to your friends. And Eric, you find your seat next to Billy there, who's excited. But she's got like a little thing. She pats her bag, like, I'll show you after, she says.
He just gives her a discreet thumbs up.
Now, last year we covered change within Transfiguration. Most of you seem able to make simple changes to inanimate objects, but this year we'll be researching the art of conjuration. Now, Transfiguration and Conjuration are paramount to most spell work you'll be practicing over the coming years. But can anyone name me one more type of associated magic that we'll be learning in this class?
And
That's chicken. The D4 history of magic checks all around.
Sweet.
oh, I found the sticker.
Nat 1. Alex.
Wonderful.
19.
Oh shit! I was looking for the stupid sticker. Also 19.
Ooh, yeah, but oh damn. Okay. It's a toss up. Okay, Eric, high or low?
Low.
In the presence of Sikrin, no less. Oh! Sikrin, you might have a rival. Eric got low.
Oh boy.
It's a one-time.
You got it. I'll send you the answer.
I think I know
Um,
what it is, but can you
I'm not
say the
gonna.
answer?
I'm not gonna call upon you right away. You definitely don't know what it is. So, Transfiguration, Conjuration are paramount to most spell work. Can anyone tell me one more associated magic that we'll be learning in this class? Yes, Miss Barnes.
Illusion.
No. Sorry. I'm sorry. Mr. Borson?
Transmogrification, sir.
Yes, transmogrification. Like, I feel like Cassandra, like, Juniper, like, looks over, like, what a fucking asshole.
He fucking laughed at me.
He straight up laughed in a kid's face.
Wow, you're stupid. Look at the smart kid get this.
Sir, isn't transmogrification
Everyone look at the
that-
dumb kid over here.
Sure, isn't transmogrification?
Yeah,
that
I know
one
you got,
branch of
like,
magic
an
that's
O
all about
last year,
dunking
but,
on
like, shut
dipshit
up.
teachers?
Sorry, what did you say, chicken?
I said, sir, isn't transmogrification that one school of magic that's all about dunking on dipshit teachers? No,
Not
I didn't actually
quite.
say
Okay.
that.
So you said transmogrification. Indeed, transmogrification is the act of change within living organisms. All right, we've been doing transfiguration, which is non-living things. Last year, transfiguration taught us the law of equivalent exchange. Subsequently, anyone remember it?
And
Yeah.
And
I
So he's not going to
remember.
call upon the same person. But we can do another check. Nick gets the D4.
Okay.
luck point.
Eric, don't waste your luck points. You don't get it. He won't
Yeah,
call
no,
on
he's
you
not
again.
going to call on you
He's not going to call on you.
Oh,
because
right,
you've already
okay,
answered a
never
question.
mind.
Yeah.
I rescind my luck point.
I think that's how you do
Let's
that. This is
see.
gonna be a first for me.
Oh, fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! That's
My
an at
man,
20. Oh. So
more
he looks
W's
around the
for
room.
Ravenclaw.
That's right. He looks around the room and, I'll send it to Nick.
Oh, the difference between a trans we learned last time with the law of equivalent exchange.
Do you remember the law of equivalent exchange?
Did I ever watch Full Metal Alchemist as a kid? Of course. It requires-
Fergus.
Yeah, you can't make anything out of nothing. You must put in the equal amount to get something else. Energy can't be destroyed or created, right? And then
It's true. It's very close to the laws of thermodynamics and Muggle science. But essentially, yeah, simple transfigurations acquire an equal transference of value and weight. So when it comes to conjuration, however, we play by very different rules. Now, conjuration may conjure any existing inanimate object, providing you have a clear understanding of that object's position on this earth. While there are limitations to this is called the law of relational dynamics. And then you say, Professor,
doesn't the law of equivalent exchange still require? Because you're technically still taking the same matter from another place to move it to another place, so nothing's gained or lost in the world. Or
that's
universe.
completely true. 10 points to Ravenclaw. Adding on with the 5 points from earlier, pumps you guys high up into the lead with 30 house points.
High
Eric
five,
holds
smart
out
people.
a high five.
High five, smart people. God, me and Eric in our imaginary point game that only we care about. How dare?
What do you mean we?
I'm not speaking French. I think agree about the point game too.
I agree about the house points. I don't agree about filch points.
Filch points is a completely different system, and we won last year too. So I don't want to.
Oh, okay,
We
yeah. So
won.
house points, I'm right there with you, brother.
Yes.
The
We
first
won
exemption,
morality, guys.
the first exemption to the law of relational dynamics can be found on page 16. So please read quietly. First half of class, and when my little bell rings up here at the front, ding, 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 you may put these laws into practice. Go ahead. And everyone gets to pick 2 transfiguration spells of your choice to attempt. Evelyn may choose from the higher spell list. The third spell list. Once you have the spells you want to attempt, you let me know and we'll get your grades.
I will check my notes on that.
Of course.
I'm
Good,
ready.
good. Always in this class.
Yes, I locked in Apoximize.
Anybody ready?
I got mine.
I'm ready.
Okay, Dylan.
So I attempted to cast Vera Verto.
Mm-hmm.
I got a nat 1 for a -7.
Oh, yeah, you already had a T last
I
year.
know. And then I attempted to cast it again, and I rolled a 11 for a 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I failed both.
So that's a T, like plain and simple, very quickly. Wow. Wow. Well, I love it. You are failing Hogwarts.
So true.
That's Gwen. Anybody else ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, Kat.
I got a 15 to research Serpentoria.
Serpsorta.
Serpentoria.
Serpensortia. Do you only have to research it? Aren't you able to cast this one?
We're only level 2.
Yeah, we don't have those level spell slots.
It's not yet. Okay. Still good. Yes, that will be advantage for your next time you try to cast that.
And then I got a 18 on Obscuro.
Very nice.
I'm gonna get Dildero. He laughed at me. He gets to have it on his face.
I see you attempted Serpensortia twice. Did you like?
I used advantage with
advantage?
with the inspo you just gave.
Awesome. That is a solid E for you. Better than last year.
I'm still
Good
getting
start.
Dildero with the blind.
Well, we'll make a deck save and we will see.
All right,
16.
that saves.
So yeah, you like point out toward him, Obscuro, and he puts up a hand without even looking and just like grabs onto the black band as it appears. Nice try. And he throws it down into the garbage.
Dick.
Okay, that's Cassandra. Cassandra, next to you, Gwyn. What has happened with your Nat 1? What has happened on the table next to Cassandra?
I have the same I forgot what it was. I think it was a goblet that he had us do last year. He has me in remedial, is what I'm assuming. And I'm trying to do the same thing that we attempted last year. And I think it's turned into like a metal like guinea pig or something. It's just not what I was trying to do at all.
Remedial classes, you actually go down a year, so you actually have to learn first year levels again.
No child left behind.
Well,
So that's Gwyn and Kat and Will. I believe I heard you already.
Yeah, I got a 11 for Nebulous and a 14 for
An 11 on what?
Nebulous.
Nebulous, cool. And then the other one?
Obscure, 14.
Score 14. All right. So you try out a few different spells. One of them being Nebulous. Casting that out.
I'd like to aim one of the bands at Snitch Filch.
Oh, okay. It's all good then. Fergus, please make me a deck save.
Oh, I gotta make a deck save?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, that's not good.
Yeah. weakness.
That's a 8.
Yes.
Okay, so Fergus, as you're working, suddenly in front of your eyes, a dark black band appears and then wraps itself around the back of your head and ties itself very, very tightly, causing you to go blind for the time being.
Oh, I can't see. Professor, I've been attacked. Ah!
Theo will be like, "Oh no, Fergus, let me help you out," and then he will try
Get away.
to call the
Get away, I'm
professor
attacked.
as well, and try to get once the professor takes off the whatever
Well-
spell, he's gonna try to take him off or just help him.
Theo, are you trying to help Fergus? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Well, it's just a black band. So, do you know Defindo, perchance?
Yes.
Cool.
Nope, I do not. Actually, I don't.
All right, never mind. You can physically try to take it off and go ahead and make an athletics check. And are you going to try to, like, pull it tighter, or are you actually going to try to help him?
Oh, he's pulling it tighter with the 4.
If you're trying to pull it tighter and you got a 4, then you pull it loose, and you give like a good yank to it, and that entirely pulls the knot out. Fergus, you can see again.
You're right, Fergus?
Stay away from me. Get away.
Are you okay? Are
No.
you seeing things? Are you good?
Get away. He like starts like kind of like move away from you. No,
Professor, I think you need to go to the infirmary.
no, I'm perfectly fine. Just trust no one.
You're
Constant
acting like
vigilance.
Sprout again.
Constant vigilance.
If I stayed more vigilant, I would have been attacked by.
Yeah, no, Professor, you need to go to Professor. You need to go to Professor Bruce. He's acting weird.
Will the two of you shut the hell up? I'm trying. Dildro says from the front. I don't care about your squabbles. I'm trying to mark my 5th year test right now.
Okay. Well, I guess he's all right. Fergus, I really think you should go to the infirmary. You're not acting right. You're not your normal snitch self.
I'm gonna do investigation check or insight check on you. Why the fuck are you trying
Insight
to get me to
check?
the
Insight?
infirmary?
Okay.
Why are you trying to get me to the infirmary? That's a 10. That's terrible.
Don't worry.
Why do you always fail these, but you have a +6? You always fail these. Yeah. Theo genuinely is just trying to help you, Fergus.
Yeah,
Everyone.
I think you should go.
No. I gotta do these notes. So I'll be fine. Just stay away from me. I can't trust the rule breaker.
Does Theo get like some points back in your little notebook for helping you?
He does get points back. Yes.
Yeah.
For helping me in the FPS points, he does get points back, but I can't fully trust him because I can't trust anyone in this class.
Oh, of course.
Everyone's a rule breaker.
Given that they're making a bit of a scene over there, can I try something?
Another one.
What would you like to do?
I'm going to lightly tap Wilfred's chair with my foot, mouth, watch this, and then say, "Will you two shut up?" And then I would like to epoximize Theo's hands to Fergus's head.
Well, he's not touching me. I'm gonna let him touch me.
Yeah, unfortunately, Chicken, that doesn't quite work out because he had already pulled the thing off of him. You were a little bit late on it.
Okay.
Late on the draw. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, never mind. It's all good.
But Eric, do you want to go up next?
Sure. I got 11 to lock in epoximize.
Very nice. And?
And 9, which failed it.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's give you high or low. So you're right on the cusp.
Hi.
Oh my gosh! King of high or low! Eric,
Yeah!
you got high. You have an A. You're passing this class. Seeing as last year you had a D, significantly better.
I'll take it.
What about you, Tamamo? You ready?
I am. After the rough time we've had.
You had a rough time? What's happened?
No, just terrible rolls. So for Incendio Glacia, we got a 13. And then after using an inspo and a subscriber from Jess, we got a 6 for Nebulous.
13 inspo subscriber and a 6.
Yep. we started at 5, then we went to 4, and then we got 6. It was that bad.
Okay. Sorry, remind me because I'm getting
No.
foreshadowed by that. What was the first roll?
13.
13,
and then
right,
6.
13. Okay. Yeah, that's a higher low, which I already know what you're going to be picking. Let's go. That's a low. Your magic is waning.
No, it's not.
You got to
Low
pee.
timeline.
In the back, Tamamo is trying out new spells. You cast out Nebulous. And Tamamo, you try multiple times and just nothing keeps happening. Nebulous! Nebulous! And there's this tiny little puff of a cloud that comes out of your wand. It floats up into the air and begins to culminate. Finally, it's working! And then rains directly down on you. The rain ends, it kind of just all dumps the water down on you and then dissipates.
She'll kind of swat off some rain off of her hands. Just be like,
You have to take two hands and part to your hair away from your eyes so you can see.
Well, at least now I'm cool.
I think nearby Sally is chuckling.
Oh, do I notice?
Yeah.
Okay. Noted.
Need some help, Tamamo? I said need some help. You look like
what?
Gemma this morning.
Oh, I don't look half as bad as Gemma, I imagine. Little
Most
rain
days.
never hurts anyone.
Fine, if you don't want my help.
She'll lean back in her chair, and what exactly did you have in mind for assisting me in this situation?
Impervious, she says, and at least all of your clothing, suddenly the water flicks off of it. And you are mostly dry. Your hair is still wet. Some patches of skin.
Thank you. Much more comfortable.
She uses her wand to salute you and continues back to her transfiguration work.
And like that, folks, Sally dodged a bullet.
I was already gonna do that the entire time, so. Okay. Fergus, looks like you're ready.
Yeah, I didn't do too well, but that's life. I got a 9 for Nebulous and a 9 for Obscuro.
Oof. Rough.
Take a d4 for one of those.
You support me, Gwen? Oh my.
When you see Fergus struggling right now, with which spell you're going to be using it on?
We're gonna go ahead and use it on probably Obscuro because it seems more. It'd help out. It would stop somebody if they're running. So Obscuro probably.
Yeah. So, Gwen, you can see Fergus currently struggling hard with Nebulous. He's just getting this small puff of wind out of the end of his wand, and really nothing more.
Gwen doesn't really know what she's doing in this class herself, so she'll just give positive reinforcement, you could do it, Fergus. Just try harder.
Okay.
You know what? I can do it. And you cast out Nebulous, and it still doesn't work. And it takes about 5 more times, but eventually you can get it.
It was Obscuro, so that's probably why I failed the Nebulous. The Obscuro is the one I wanted to pass on.
Oh, using on Obscuro. Okay.
Yeah, which turns it from a 9 into an 11. So I actually get an obscure off.
High or low?
You know what? We did a low, then we did a high. I'll go low too.
High.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so Photogus, you get to pee in this class.
No.
But you do successfully get that spell off. So you're able to blind shit. And that is going to be very useful when it comes to catching Wilfred next time he's up to no good.
Can't run away from me if you can't see, unless you're Nolan, and then you can see.
Oh, may the meme ever live on. Evelyn, what about you?
Let me check because I did it a while ago. I was just waiting for people to get theirs done. 17 for Animatus Contras and 21 for Sagittario.
Oh, fuck yeah. You're working hard in the next class. You've got arrows shooting out of your wand. And what do you conjure on your desk in the advanced class on Fridays?
She conjures her fencing sword from home because she does take fencing lessons.
Cool. That's... Why is this character getting cooler and cooler? Like every 5 minutes.
I have mentioned this before. It's really called a foil, but whatever.
Can you tell me the rolls again? I got distracted by the cool spells.
17 and 21.
I'll give you an E.
Okay.
You're finally being challenged in a class. You feel like it's a better fit.
Nice.
And Professor Dildero seems to treat you with a little bit more respect than normal. Okay, Rhiannon, you're the last one.
Mine were super simple. If I can find the rolls that I had. 6. I did Nebulous twice. One for 6, the other with a 14.
6 and a 14. Yeah, that 14 is high enough to kind of pull it. Oh, but wait, the 6 is the exact same amount away. Oh my gosh, another high or low.
High.
Low. Shoot. There's a P for you. What was the spell you succeeded on?
Nebulous.
You cast out Nebulous, and the entire room begins to fill with a thick fog. Can't see the papers in front of my eyes. Whoever just casted that, please pull it down, if you will.
Oh. Can I? Can I
Do what?
Can I try to like obscure my voice and throw my voice and like cast a bombarda straight towards his desk?
You can make a stealth check and attempt it. Yeah.
Okay.
Rhiannon, I can't. If you just bombard a desk, I can't not act on that. Why
It's
are you doing this?
you're nebulous. You can't see shit.
Oh fuck.
You would
I guess-
like to epoximize Fergus to his desk.
You can't see shit either.
He'll go for his just general desk direction.
I'm pretty sure Apoxmize is a touch spell, so all you have to do is lean over in the lane and like tap his desk, his
Okay,
chair.
cool. That's all that
Yeah.
matters.
Make a strength
that-
save, Fergus.
You know, that is an 18. I'm wondering
That's
if
an
I should
18.
spend my inspo for this.
No, I think you're good.
Okay. Oh, do I get
Um,
advantage on the stealth because I'm in Nebulous?
That's true. You do.
Cool.
Yeah. You're heavily obscured.
Okay, it's still an 18.
My strength was a 4.
Good job, Theo.
That's all that matters. Small wins.
So, as like everything, so please, someone please turn it down. My goodness. There is a loud at the end of the area, and all around you, you watch papers fluttering into the air and flicking down. That's it! Dildro stands up. Repair a Farge! And the entire room goes out. He looks around over the heads from everybody here, and
Oh, was it me this time, Professor?
Would the repair forge actually stop my apoximaz?
no, it only is one effect at a time. He doesn't know about the Apoximize.
Brienne's like
Yeah.
like looking down at like her cuticles and like fixing them nonchalantly.
Yeah, so he rolled an insight check. Your stealth covered you. So he looks over all the heads and goes, Mr. Gideon.
Lovely.
Professor? You just love hanging out with me in my office, don't you? No, I don't. There's a lot of beer bottles.
Damn, I was thinking.
The detention room it will be then.
Oof. Wilfred's just getting a rough take of it today. I feel so bad.
But Professor, you need evidence. Mr. Gideon, you seem to be under the odd idea that this is democracy.
When he says evidence, Philip will stand up and then get apoximized. Like, actually,
It's more like a constitutional dictatorship, isn't it, sir?
fall in my chair.
I would say a full dictatorship, Mr. Borson.
Yes.
Why are you helping him? Mr. Filch,
Oh, no.
Do you have to go to the bathroom? What's your problem?
No, I was letting Mr. Gideon know that since 1860, teachers are given almost full power over the students until only hired than by the headmistress is the only person that can actually overrule their rulings on students.
Or the deputy headmaster, yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Fergus.
No problem. I'm just gonna try and get out my chair. I'm just like laid on the ground right now with the chair, like kind of my butt. Like, why?
You do that. He lets you struggle. The class comes to an end. People begin to gather up their things, and Billy says, Eric, come with me.
Your hair didn't catch on fire or anything, did you? I was just about to run.
No, I've got your little present.
Oh, really?
I got one for Drusilla and Juniper and one for you. She pulls out a little box and hands it to you. It's well wrapped, has a little bow on the top.
All right. He will take it and open it.
You look inside and can see a simple but very pretty beaded bracelet. It has different gemstones of different colors that go around in a circle. Try it on.
He definitely will. And he'll say, Tusen tak, dette er et flørt.
I'm sorry?
Thank you, this is great.
I have one just like it, look. And she shows you, and hers is a little bit different, but looks very, very similar. They're put on with protein charm. I had my mother do it for me. So if one of us is ever in trouble, the others will heat up.
Wow, that's handy. I hope we won't need it, but if there's one person that I could have at my side if there's trouble, I think it would be you, honestly.
She smiles. Come on, let's find a seat early for charms class.
Right. And by the way, Wilfred told me he sorted out the little problem he had earlier.
Oh, good. He often needs my help when it comes to researching things in the library. You know, he barely reads.
Really? I didn't know he could read.
So I think it's mostly by choice.
I guess one of these days he'll run into someone who doesn't buy it, but in the meantime, let it be as illiterate as he wants. It just means he owes the rest of us more favors.
Gwen and Cassandra, so you guys are finishing up in Transfig class. It's been surprisingly peaceful between the two of you this morning. How are we handling things?
Cassandra.
Hmm?
Glad we're okay again.
Yeah, we're okay.
I hated being at odds with you. I don't know if you really knew this or whatever, but you were my best friend at the orphanage, and when I saw you again, I was so excited. And for our relationship to deteriorate like it did so quickly, it broke my heart. I'm glad that at least we're on the road to fixing it.
I don't hate you anymore, but I don't know if we're quite friends again.
As long as we're making the steps to repair it, that's all I need to hear. And she'll go to give you a hug, but then look to see if it's okay with you before doing so.
I think she pulls back just a little bit. Like,
Okay.
looks down at her, like, lap and, like, rubs her hands down on her.
There's that little
Hands.
awkward moment of like Gwen like going for the hug and like pulling back. And what do you go for instead? Fist bump?
Yeah, a fist bump. She'll hold out her hand.
I don't know if Cassandra knows what a fist bump is.
So when you see a fist just hovering there in front of you, what do you do with it?
I don't know what she's gonna like scoot herself to like block and then pull out Bella and have Bella lick the hand.
Gwen just smiles at that and says, "Oh, I'll see you in Charms."
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys pass by in the northern grounds Evelyn, who is just hanging out today for her free period. And she's just kind of in the background of the scene. She's looking down at something that's in her hands, a little picture. And the scene fades to her advanced class. Evelyn, in the advanced class, you got to meet a few other people that are around you. Of all of the older years, who did you sit next to?
I think her priority in the advanced class is to like keep to herself as much as possible. So I think she would zero in on whoever seems the least talkative and the most attentive. So probably Colin.
Yeah, definitely Colin.
Yeah.
You sit down next to him, and Professor Dildero is going on about relational constants, and you, as you are like writing out some of your notes, there is a glance. I think you might have gotten that one wrong. It's tertiary, not secondary. You look up and can see the face of your compatriot next to you in class, and allow me to throw the art up. Upperclassmen. Wait, I gotta go baby upperclassmen to find it. There. Presenting now. You can see this boy, Ravenclaw, dark black hair in front of his face, and he's very straight backed.
Thanks, I guess. I wasn't here for last week's notes. Or last year's notes, rather.
Don't think we can just skate by on your newfound glory. I'll have to work hard in this class.
Newfound glory? What is this, the come after my spot as top of the class and I'll fucking kill you talk?
No, it's the you're already seemingly Dildero's favorite pet.
Favorite pet? That's an awful way to put it.
Oh, Evelyn, what are we working on today? Dildero comes right over.
Inanimatus Chondrus and Sagittaria.
Ooh, okay. Keep the Sagittaria away from me.
Oh, I
Let's
know
see
exactly who it'll be aimed at. She'll smile at Colin.
What are you able to conjure so far? He gets
Like-
really intent, leans forward toward your desk.
I got this. She pull out the foil from underneath her desk from home.
What is it?
It's the fencing foil.
Right, the fencing foil. Thank you for reminding me. Whoa, I haven't seen one of these in a long time, he says, and may I?
Go right ahead. It's your classroom.
Picks it up, and you can hear that little whipping sound that it makes as he flails it around. And, man. I used to use these all the time back in the day, but it was never really my hobby.
You
He
did.
looks down at the hilt. Friend of mine. He kind of stares at the hilt for a long time, holding it in his grasp, and grips the blade so at the tip so harshly that ow.
It is sharp. I do tend to keep it.
It's my bad. Here. And back.
She'll take it and look from it to him, and she'll do an insight check.
You've done very well, Miss McClane.
My
He
low
turns
wisdom's
around.
coming back to bite me in the ass.
Turns around, and I want you to make a perception check.
All right.
Come
12.
on. Come on. You should use your inspo.
I already used it.
No.
I have
I used it to
one
get a better
last
grade.
subscriber advantage to give if you would like
I also
it.
have some.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
This could be good for Brooke to hear.
16.
Yes. As he turns around, you hear him say, "Very good, Miss McLean. Very, very good." As he turns around and he's walking away from you, so it's hard to hear. He says, "Your brother would be proud."
I think her face just falls entirely from this like very lighthearted look of she's in her element, she's confident, she's very secure in where she is right now, front of the class, etc., to this very tight-lipped frown with furrowed eyebrows. And she'll kind of remain in that almost pouting, thinking look for the rest of class and wait until after class to approach him.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna say. You've been waiting days. You've been thinking about it, and it's the end of Transfiguration class here, right? The bell rang. All your friends are leaving, and you know that he's gonna be on his own.
He's going in. Corner the bitch.
Evelyn, you walk through the hall and kind of get caught in the doorway with Tamamo. Tamamo, you're a little surprised to see Evelyn here.
Well,
Why,
if it
hello.
isn't my favorite, well, I'd say snake, but that's Rhiannon. Unfortunately, my favorite fox, I'll say.
An apt description.
Very.
What are you doing here?
Oh, you know me. I'd like to take strolls around the castle every once in a while.
Oh, me too.
Wow. Well, I left my book in Transfiguration, so I shouldn't keep you.
Hmm. Hope
Always
you
up to
find your
something.
book.
You see
What'd you say,
her.
Sigrid?
Said, hope you find your book.
She'll wave, and she's holding a book in her arm.
Mm-hmm.
Evelyn goes up to the back of class, and Dildro is in the middle of picking up papers. He uses his wand, and like a few of them flick up to the ground and like sort themselves properly, but some of them don't exactly heed him. He's grumbling to himself. Why does it always have to be this?
I can help with that if you need.
Miss McLean. Um, as long as you don't tell anybody, I'm not really supposed to let younger students see these tests.
Oh, what? Do you think I'll memorize it and then eventually use it way later on for a test I don't know is coming up?
That is oddly specific, and it worries me.
As much as I love to, I unfortunately cannot.
Here, you can get that side out.
She will kneel down and start picking up papers.
What are you doing here?
So,
Go to class on
you know,
Friday. Meeting up with friends.
you could say that. I was just kind of walking around, figured I'd stop in, enjoying the views. You know, it's so hard to get used to all of this.
Oh, yeah, the views. Taxidermy animals are really something. My favorite is the Tasmanian devil. He points up, and there is one that's like on like a log, looking like it's gonna pounce.
I like the otter, personally.
When I was your age, I took the owl in the corner, and I made it fly around the class. Freaked out McGonagall.
If you don't mind me asking you, you're kind of young for a teacher. How old are you?
And I have to quickly calculate that. Shit. I don't fucking. Hang on, like,
He's
what is he in
34.
It's
first
like
year?
22, 23.
No, count.
he's-
So
He's 34, isn't he?
in
he's
1998, he
Uh,
right
Never mind.
Delta, wait, who are you
1998.
talking about?
1 second. Mm-hmm.
Who are we talking about, Brooke?
Darius?
Oh, he was 20 in our first year.
Yeah,
'Cause
so
he
he'd be like
was
21, 22-ish.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
Sorry.
young.
I
he
know my Dill.
was- Okay.
He's
What
2
year
years
is
younger
it?
than Harry Potter.
Yeah, and I don't know what the age of Harry Potter
What I'm
is.
trying to tell you is, if he's 2 years younger, he was 20 in our first year. So, which is
Okay.
2002.
Thank you. Just turned 22.
You must have been in the same year as my brother. He would be the same.
He stops, bending over, and slowly picks up the page. He's turned away from you at the moment. Your brother.
You do have ears, don't you? The extraordinary hearing doesn't just stop at the animagus. That was a joke, not an actual dig, sorry.
I'm not entirely certain that this is an appropriate mode of conversation. Evelyn. He places down papers and turns around to look at you.
Well, forgive me, I wasn't the one who really brought it up. Unfortunately for you, I do have working ears. So I did hear you say something about my brother the other day.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I'm sure you don't. Slytherin meet Slytherin. Are you going to tell me, or am I going to have to look at yearbooks and such?
Yes, who's in my ear? Kent. Kent and I knew each other quite well. I was surprised when I heard your name called. I knew he had a little sister. He never got the chance for me to meet her.
Were you close with him?
He swallowed. Kent was my best friend. So when I tell you that I'm sorry for your loss, it's mine too.
So he's really gone then, not just disappeared.
I can't say for certain. Not like I know exactly what happened to him. I have my theories. Anyway, my statement stands. This isn't appropriate mode conversation to be having.
Right. She'll start neating the stack of papers. When it is an appropriate conversation to be had, she'll roll her eyes. Will you tell me about him? My parents don't really talk about him. Please?
All right. You have my word.
Her lips kind of twitch a little bit as if she's going to smile, but she will kind of clear her throat and repress it. Thank you. That's all I want. Information. Hey, weird question out of the blue. She'll go through her bag. Was this yours at all? She'll get her really old advanced transfiguration book out that has all the notes and such, kind of Half-Blood Prince-esque, scribbled in, and hold it up to him, because I know he was never really amazing at transfiguration or anything.
I gave this to Kent, he says, taking it and flipping through it. He was failing. It's the one class he couldn't quite complete. My goodness. It's great. You can keep it as hopefully a few good tidbits in there.
Well, I've been studying it like it's the Bible, so it's been helping me so far. You have some really great theories.
I look back on that stuff and honestly, it's juvenile.
Kind of, but I mean, sacrificing the value of one thing in order to transfigure it into something way above its pay grade, like gold into food, that's kind of a fanciful idea, but it does have some merit to it.
Don't be trying it without at least somebody present. New modes of magic can have unforeseen results.
Well, that's the best part, though.
I have to get going. I have an alchemy class to attend to. First one of the year.
Right. Well, I'll be holding you to that promise sometime. She'll hold out the papers for him.
Picks them up, pops them on his desk, puts them away, and heads out. If we turn back the clock a minute, before Evelyn came in here, as people were heading out into the main thoroughfare, Rhiannon, you were just gathering your things back together. After a successful little stint of mischief, you're excited to tell somebody about it. And you look over for that certain somebody, and you notice Nolan's desk, as everyone else is getting up and leaving, is empty. And indeed, you didn't realize until now, has been empty all class.
She kind of furrows her brows and looks around. And then leaves the classroom and tries to think of like where she saw him last.
You can hear those heavy bells chiming above you. You look lost. Not sure where you'll be. You guys have dinner coming up here.
Mm. She'll head to dinner. Maybe he's there.
Right now in the dining hall, they are serving chicken parmesan. And people are already digging in by the time you get there. You, instead of going to the Slytherin table, hop over to the Hufflepuff table and can see Wilfred and Morgan playing a little game of dice. What? How do you always get 7? Well, it is the highest possible number to be rolled. Yeah, but you always roll it. Let me see those dice. No, these are my dice. My lucky dice. You touch them and they lose all their luck.
Rhiannon will like make her way over and try to keep herself like as cool as possible. She doesn't see Nolan anywhere, right?
Look over the Hufflepuff table. You don't notice him. He's not here.
She'll still approach, and like knock on the table.
Sure.
Wilfred, Morgan, my love, have you come around to me?
No, you're still creepy.
Ah, one of these days.
Hot me kettle.
Hi, Rhiannon.
Hello, Cass. Looking like yourself today.
Yeah, this is me. Hi.
How are your little friends doing?
they were confused, but it's okay now.
Good, good. Will, I need to borrow you for like just two seconds.
Yeah, great, because I have a bone to pick with you too.
Wonderful. One moment. Cassie, I have something for you. She reaches into her pocket and like pulls out what looks like a large, like kind of like palm-sized igneous rock, and like sets it on the table in front of her. It's a self-warming rock. It's for your friends.
Oh, yeah. Mars will love this. Thank you.
Also good for keeping your pockets warm in the winter.
Oh, that's useful. Yeah.
You know, Cass discovering those like shaking those things that you shake up and put in your like mittens and shit would be absolutely revolutionary for her.
She doesn't know about them yet.
I can
So, like,
keep double the amount of snakes now.
I can keep so many snakes in here.
When she discovers
Smacking
that,
the top of a sedan. He keeps so many snakes in this bad boy.
I need her to discover it. I need to know the joy she'll feel.
I found hand
Like,
armor.
come fifth year, she's gonna like open her robe and there's gonna be just pockets upon pockets, all with a different snake in them.
She's gonna reach in, pull out, and it's just gonna be a wad of snakes. They're like,
The teacher's like, take out your books, and she just keeps pulling snakes out of her bag. Like, oh shit, not this one. Oh god, okay, not this.
Wait a second.
No, not the snake pocket.
Did y'all ever see the Mask? Where they're just jumping out the news.
Wait a second.
They're
Your
just
emotional support animal
the
with
larger
only one
snakes.
snake.
Oh Christ.
It's my emotional support attack snake.
What about
Right, Brooke?
What about the other snakes?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to see a receipt for every single one of those snakes.
She would have them.
All right, then we're fine.
Cassandra just researched Serpent Sortia, so you know.
You think
We're
it's
on the
not gonna
cusp.
happen? You think it's not gonna happen?
Every transfig class, one Serpent Sortia. 30 snakes by the end of the school year.
We're on the cusp of making Morgan switch schools.
Just by pure snake
You know that
numbers.
Snake Island thing where there's like a bunch of poisonous snakes and shit, and you're not allowed to go on it?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna turn Hogwarts into that.
They drove the snakes out of Ireland straight into England.
Fergus Fergus is like going to be Fergus and Filch are going to be like fighting a 2-man war against all the snakes. Yeah.
Father, say the line. I'm tired of these motherfucking snakes in my
Snakes.
motherfucking castle.
It's gonna be
Have
like the
y'all
Great
seen
Emu
the
War.
like really shitty movie about snakes on a plane?
That's what he just
I
yeah.
literally one of my quotes was Monday to Friday snakes.
I haven't actually watched it. I just know it exists, like in the
It's
back of my
so
mind.
It's pretty bad. It's the CGI does not hold up at all.
It's so
I
weird.
mean, it's a fucking horror movie surrounding snakes on a plane. I wouldn't expect the best.
It's
fucking
not a horror
CGI.
movie. It's an action movie.
It's the best action movie ever. It's these criminals do a crime and someone saw it and they're like, all right, we got to go ahead and get this guy to like, the police are like, all right, we have a witness. We got to get this guy to the mainland because he's from Hawaii. They're in Hawaii.
Mhm.
So they're like, all right. And the bad guys are like, we got to kill him. But we've tried everything. What's our plot? Let's put
Fucking
these snakes in
on
the
a plane.
Snakes on a plane.
Let's put these snakes in a lay. Trust me, guys, this is the only way to kill him. If we put these snakes in these lays on this plane, it's gonna kill their witness. I promise you. And it's just, it's so good. I love that fucking movie. I'm sorry, I ranted.
Oh,
I can't believe we found Nick's special interest.
It's so good. They're like, this is the only way we can kill this guy. Like, no, we're not gonna like put a guy with a gun on the plane. No, it has to be snakes.
Trust me, guys, the snakes will do it.
Trust me, I know this snake guy from fucking what was it? I think it was from Tennessee. I know the snake guy from Tennessee that has these poisonous snakes. He can get them to us real fast.
Let's
Jesus.
allow us to return to the scene.
Random
Rhiannon,
will grab Will and like pull him off.
you who ended up doing the nebulous in class? 'Cause I got blamed for that.
I mean, yes, most people do get blamed for the things that I do. Do
Not
you remember?
normally me.
No, not normally you. That was completely incidental, and I'm purely based off of, presumably Dildero's seething hatred for you.
Yeah, that tracks.
I was the one who blew up the Hogwarts Express first year.
It was you? That was dope!
Thank you. To be fair
You
to
were
Mom,
so
I'll help.
cool. Did I say that out loud?
If I say no, will you continue saying that?
That's sweet. Next time, do it away from my vicinity.
I can't help we sit next to each other. Anyway, eyes on the prize. I have something to ask you. Have you, perchance, seen Nolan around?
No, but I can definitely tell you that he hasn't seen me. Up top.
She like puts her hand on her face.
Well, why? Did you
Um,
guys have a date or something?
no, we did not have a date. Not yet, at least. But I was looking for him, and he wasn't in Transfiguration's class.
Wasn't he?
No, not at all.
I saw him in DADA this morning.
You did see him in DADA. What about after?
I don't know. I'm not his keeper. Chance, but we are friends.
Yes,
I had him in
which is what I'm
potions the other
asking you.
day, and he was so off. Shattered the entire damn thing over his. Yeah, anyway.
He's gone for a long time, too.
I can check the common room, maybe? Maybe he went down just for a little lay down.
Yeah, possibly. It's also possible he tripped down the stairs and is in the hospital wing.
Good call. Do you want to check? Do you think this is serious?
Well, I am worried about him. He's also not here currently. Don't you think it's a little weird to miss an entire class and also dinner?
It's a little unlike him. Okay, I'll check the common room and you check the hospital wing, and if not, he's probably show back up in Jones' class.
Yeah, probably Charm's class. He'll be back. All right. You check the common room. I'll check the infirmary.
All right. And I think that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
Yay! Yahoo!
Alright.
Woo!
He's
Woo!
missing.
Woo!
Everybody cheer! Roland's gone!
Got rid of
see
him,
that
finally. Hate that guy.
I didn't see that.
God.
Neither did
Thank
he.
fuck.
Sorry,
Oh my
Chicken,
God,
I couldn't hear
Rhiannon's
you.
Black Widow plan.
Yeah. Chicken, what did you say?
I said, "Wow, I didn't see that coming," and neither did he, I guess.
Oh, he saw it coming.
Got him.
All right.
He's
Thank you guys so
blind.
much for playing. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next week.